Alright, fellas, welcome back to another episode of the Party Crew Dungeons and Dragons. When we last left off, what happened, fellas?
A lot of things.
We were right.
Yes.
We almost died.
That is the most important thing. Is that we were correct, and that we did save people.
And we almost died.
Besides the point.
Yep.
Besides the point.
We did see 4 people. I believe it was 4. We don't really know who they are, but they kind of were the reason that we did die. I'd say they came in and like totally fried some Kakathoran while we got all the townspeople out of the city. And
Navarro.
Yep. And
Notero.
then
Notero.
Navarro.
We're not Mandalorian, guys.
it was close. So it was like and then we went to we did a lot of traveling. Like we ran from there for a long time up until I think it was like kind of towards nightfall, and we stopped in was it a hill? It was like a hill area.
Kind of
And then
Hilltop.
Mm-hmm. And we were looking at some of the people were like severely injured. I would say Galt is the most severely injured. So I, Endurance, changed into a wolf and ran with him to help me. Miss Truffle?
You are en route to Miss Druthel.
Thank you. Okay, I'm en route there with him. He is dying, so.
It will take approximately 4 to 5 hours to get there.
Okay.
Everybody else? Anybody else have anything they want to add from last session? Alright, so from my observation, a lot of inter-party tensions about what was going to happen in the saving of these people. We had some seriously good role-playing moments from Endurance last session. Kind of scoping out the situation in Notero. You guys found Galt severely injured. There were only about 30 people left from this massacre. There were tons of Cacthorans. You guys had decided the best course of action was to cast a major image of Maragatha, in which the Cacthorans immediately realized that it was fake. And at that time, that's when, as you guys like to call them, the Fantastic Four rolled in and caused enough of a distraction to allow you guys to get the citizens and get the heck out of there. Buddy, you guys learned, is suffering seriously from some of his, I don't know, trauma, I guess you could say. Trauma. It's not just affecting him, mentally, I guess, but also it's affecting his combat skills. And not just socially, but also combat-wise, it's affecting him. So you guys figured that out. And yeah, I think that was the main stuff there. Yep.
Sounds like it to me.
Yeah. So, fellas, we open back up. Endurance has taken off with Galt in tow to Miss Drethel. And the rest of you, with the citizens of Notero, are gathered around your little camp, and it is dark. It is dark outside, probably about 7, 8 o'clock at night. Most of the citizens have kind of settled down. Some of them are still awake, but some of them have kind of collapsed from exhaustion. I think last time you guys mentioned you wanted to go hunt a little to get some food, but whatever you guys want to decide now is fine. And scene.
So has Endurance left yet, or is she?
She just left.
Yeah, I'm gone.
Oh.
Wonder who those people were. Extremely powerful.
Yeah, I'm just glad they didn't kill us.
They made it look so easy. They're really powerful.
and their timing was just almost perfect.
I know.
Makes you wonder if they planned this the whole time.
What if they knew that we were going in somehow?
Did they even know they were townspeople?
They seem to know something. At least that something was about to go down. I don't know.
Well, heck, they knew how to kill cacatothorns.
Yeah, well, I'm just glad they were there. Don't know who they are, but they are very powerful. I would like to know how they are so powerful, but we have things to do, I guess.
Did you see those fireballs? They were huge! That was crazy. Wow. I was dazzled.
They were on another level.
I didn't expect the cacatothorns to see straight through major image. I'd never experienced a creature to see straight through it.
Interesting.
I guess they're more intelligent than we gave them credit for.
Definitely not to be underestimated.
So you said it spoke to you?
It said that they thought it was funny, that we thought it would work.
Oh, wow. So they are intelligent, can communicate with them.
Yeah. They're definitely intelligent. I'd say they're more generally intelligent. I wouldn't say one by itself is very smart. At least that's what it seemed like. And they didn't speak with their mouths, they spoke almost in unison, telepathically, and zeroed me out almost immediately, which was terrifying. But I felt as though what you guys were going through was maybe a little bit more terrifying.
Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. I thought it went very well. I mean, our plan didn't quite work, but we improvised, and I'm proud of all of you. You are excellent warriors and great people. And I thank you all for letting me accompany you on this adventure. All right. Well, I will go over here and see how they're doing. I walk away awkwardly.
Okay. Wait, are you walking towards the people?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Hello, dear, are you okay?
No. We should have died. We should have died. We should have gone out of there. No. It was a fluke. We're still alive. For sure.
Well, I'm glad we lived.
Me too. But I don't want to be in that situation ever again.
It's times like these scrapes with death, that I find doing something that makes me feel alive to console me. I think I'm gonna go find some big rocks to throw off of this. Are we on a hill pass? Are we on a mountain?
You're on a hilltop, yeah.
Okay.
After Jorgensen says that, Silas pulls out some leaves,
Oh
But-
yeah.
No.
So I'm gonna
I mean,
I'm gonna walk by. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna find some rocks, and I'm gonna shock put them. That's the opposite of me, but you know what I mean. I'm gonna be like, "Whoop!"
oh my God, there's two.
No.
So, Jorgensen, you're just over there chucking rocks off the cliff. You're just like, just chucking them off, and some of the citizens are kind of over there, like, watching you. And Harold is, like, got his eye on you, and he's like, and one of you that's kind of a little bit closer to Harold, he kind of leans over to you, and he's like, so this is the savior of Notero. Interesting.
Yes, he knows rock magic.
Yes,
He's a very powerful individual.
it seems so. And he kind of goes back to minding his own business. And Jorgensen, you notice that your back is a little itchy.
Yeah.
Oh
Here we
yeah.
go. Yeah. So just gonna start itching my back like usual, and then I'm gonna come back to the group. I'm gonna be like, not feeling great about this. Can I show it to I'm gonna take it. Is Sir Maynard close by?
Sure,
Or
you
do I-
walk up. You can walk up to him. Sure.
I'm gonna walk up to Sir Maynard and be like, hey, could you look at my back once more?
Yes. I'll lift up his shirt and look at it.
So, you lift up his shirt, and the wing that had started to fade is just barely inched, just a slight bit more. But you see the line where the fade is kind of happening. There seems to be almost like something that was under it that's being revealed under this wing. Like maybe a letter. But it's still too far covered to even see like what the letter is.
So, like, where it's going away, it's unveiling a letter. Interesting. This is quite weird. Seems that it. Don't worry, it hasn't faded much. It's
Oh,
still very slow, but it looks like it's uncovering a letter. Like there must be words underneath.
I guess we'll find out what it says.
I can't quite tell, but I think it's may end up being a message.
Well, whatever it says, I'm not going to be a big fan of it.
Well, probably not, but every day you can come to me and I will read your back for you.
Yes.
Wow.
Thank you for my back reading.
You're welcome. Anytime.
A good friend, Maynard.
Thank you, Silas.
So, what's our next move?
I want to kind of talk to the how many people we have? Like 30?
Like 30.
Okay. Just want to give them a general, like, kind of like, y'all good?
And you see some of them like look up at you, just like their eyes are just like super hollowed out, and their like cheeks are sunken in, and they just look at you and they're just like,
Yeah.
That sounded like a no.
Wait.
And then what-
Is endurance? Did endurance go take
Gulp. Yeah,
Gulp
she left with Gulp.
to the next town, or
Yeah.
did
Yes.
She left
Okay.
with Gulp.
so nobody's hunting right?
No.
Hello.
Oh, you're breaking up a little
Okay.
bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang it.
Your
No,
face
no.
is kind of stuck.
Yeah, it's
Me?
been getting like you were stuck like this for a solid like 20
No.
seconds earlier. It was pretty good.
Pause it and switch networks.
Ah, okay, I'm pausing. Okay, so, yeah, nobody's out hunting right now. Endurance went out with Galt. So, yeah, nobody is out right now. And you guys just kind of had a few leftover pieces of jerky and leaves.
Do we need to hunt for these people? I don't know how. That's beyond me.
I mean, I can go and see if there's anything else out there, I guess. If
Are we
anybody
supposed
would like
to
to come. But
get
I mean,
food for 30 people?
that's what I'm saying. I don't know how much I can get back is the problem. Unless I have the bag, do we still have the bag of holding? Does that make stuff easier? But I don't know how much I could kill in such a short amount of time.
I have the bag of holding. I can accompany you.
Okay.
I will try and be quiet.
Or you could give her the bag of holding.
That's a good idea. I could come with, or you could just take the bag.
I'll just take the bag.
All right. There you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'll kind of turn away. Sad.
You're not alone, Sir Maynard. I'm not much of a hunter myself.
I'll read you
Maybe-
back any day, Sir Maynard.
Thank you, Silas. You're becoming kinder and kinder by the day.
Mishra, do you want to help me?
Hunt? Like, go hunting? Sure.
That doesn't sound
Hey,
super confident.
it's, kind of dark and
I
scary.
keep forgetting you
I
can't
could go.
see.
I could.
No, it's okay.
I could go, but it's dark and stuff. So, also somebody's gotta keep an eye on Buddy. So,
Okay.
I could watch Buddy if you'd like to go.
Buddy, are you okay? Buddy, do you need assistance?
Assistance.
Do you need a?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Yes,
Buddy, do you need somebody to watch you?
I'll be fine.
Oh no! Wait a minute. Wait, don't you? Don't you need somebody to stay with you because it's dark and it's kind of scary?
I'll be okay.
Elodia, he said he needs somebody to.
Nisha,
stay.
you can stay. It's
Oh, okay. Okay, good. Okay.
Okay.
I think that's probably for the best.
I guess I'll go unless anybody else wants to help me, but I guess, whatever.
Oh well, somebody should go with you.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, I offered.
We can all three go.
It's up to you guys. I mean,
It'll be quicker and easier with more people, I suppose.
Can I hit invisible?
I mean, I have Pass Without a Trace, so I mean, I can easily,
I think we should draw sticks for it. Whoever gets the short stick goes.
I'll just
I
say
mean, if
I'm
nobody
going
wants to
at
be
this
around
point.
me, that's one thing.
I'm
get it.
going.
I get it if you guys don't want to. It's fine.
I offered to go. I don't understand why you don't accept my offer.
And then
You
you
not
immediately no. And
Do you
then
not
you
want to be with me? I've offered.
And then you immediately say your loud armor as if you can't take it off. I don't.
Well, I can, if that's what I need to do. I don't know what hunting entails.
Harold approaches you guys. And he kind of looks at you all and he says, I couldn't help but notice there seems to be a little bit of quarreling among you all. Are you all okay? There seems to be a little bit of tension here.
You would be right. There is tension here.
You know, they called me the great counselor in our town, if I may offer. What exactly, if you do not mind me intervening a little, what exactly is the problem here?
We are deciding who is going to go hunt tonight.
Oh,
Yes, that is the issue.
That's at the core.
okay. So what's the situation surrounding that?
Well, I offered to go, and Elodia doesn't want me to go.
I never said that.
I said, you can have the bag, just the bag, or I can accompany you, and you took the bag.
It seems there may be something going on here. Miss Ranger, would you like to explain what some of your feelings are in this moment?
My feelings? I'm sorry. I just can't comprehend how we almost died.
Oh, so that's what this is about. Okay, yes.
Like there was no possible. I'm sorry, Harold. I'm sorry. There was no hope for you at all whatsoever.
Things were looking rather bleak, indeed.
If it was on our shoulders to save you, we would have failed. We are not the heroes here.
I see. Well, how do your friends feel about those sentiments?
Well, go ahead, Jorgensen.
I refuse to refuse to think about it no longer. And I occupy my time and my body with the throwing of rocks, so that I may live my life continually.
Yes, that is a good way to cope. Yes, I'm glad you found a good coping mechanism, Sir Dwarf. Yes. Sir Knight, you seem to have something else to say. What would that be?
Yes. What was the question again?
What are your feelings here? What is the source of this tension?
Well, I believe it all goes back to the original disagreement of either to come back to Notero or not.
Ah. Okay.
And I was on the side of coming back to Notero, and for reasons, and then she was on the side of not coming to Notero for reasons, and there have been exchanges on both sides, I will admit, of not good remarks towards each other.
I see. Would any of you, the rest of you like to chime in on this? Sir Elf or Mask Man?
Well, I was against coming back personally for, as he said, reasons. But well, now that we have come back and now that it's over, I mean, shouldn't have worked out as well as it did, but I suppose it did. And that's, yeah, well, we take those. But yeah, I would looking to see if we can get on the same page again. in general.
Yes. What about you, Sir Elf? Do you have anything to say?
I feel kind of neutral about this situation. I'm just glad we went as a group and didn't diverge paths.
Yes. A path of unity. I like that. Yes.
Indeed.
Well, how about everyone just apologizes to each other and becomes friends again?
Okay. Great counselor. Okay.
Sir Knight, please apologize to Miss Ranger. And Miss Ranger, please apologize to Sir Knight. And I want you to hug. That is how things are settled.
What am I apologizing for?
What am
Just
I apologizing
apologize.
for?
Just
No. I'm
apologize.
not ready to apologize until he admits that apparently we can't take care of our own selves before we take on the responsibility of saving others.
Sir Knight, how do you respond?
I don't think we jeopardized anyone in this group.
Hitting me?
Because
No.
hold on. It is my turn to speak.
No.
He's
Yes.
right.
Because we decided that we would not go in to help them unless the distraction worked.
And
There
we
was-
didn't.
Hold on. There was a distraction and we completed our mission. Now, if the distraction wasn't there, I agreed that we would leave because we would probably die for sure. Look, we fought maybe 5. I think 5 is all we had to fight. So I think our plan worked rather well.
How can you say that? How can you say that? Endurance
It worked!
nearly died. Buddy collapsed not once, twice, and you almost forgot about him.
How did I forget?
You kept running! You kept running to the entrance where they were all holed up in the cave. I had to go back. I had to stay and help Buddy get up. Maynard. We should
Yes?
have died. How are we supposed to save anyone if we can't save ourselves, if we can't protect our own? Need I remind you, we are also weakened by the fact that we resurrected Buddy. I know I am not as strong as I once was. I couldn't kill one Cackathorn. I was killing them one after the other.
That's
We
fair.
The most noble thing that we could have possibly done was first make sure to help those we knew for a fact that we could help, i.e. Buddy and Jorgensen, after what happened with Maragatha. Rested, recuperate, and then maybe if we had the strength, go back and see Notero. We should not have run full force into Notero. Not after everything we just went through. That arrogance costs lives. Endurance, I mean, it was the exact same situation we had with Buddy. Do you think we could have resurrected her too? Maragatha wasn't going to help us. Who's going to help us if one of us dies? Do you even understand what loss is? Half the time I don't even know if you do.
Well, I do, if you would like to know. I've lost many friends in battle that I have grown up with.
Really? Because every time we walk into any perilous situation, literally everyone can hear you miles away.
It's because of my armor. I've been trained to wear this armor. It protects me. That's why I'm in the front. That's just how it is. So, I mean, I try to, I mean, it just depends on the situation. I have my usefulness. Everyone else has their usefulness in certain situations. But I will say that I believe we took a calculated risk. In my opinion, from what I believe, is that we were the fault of these people enduring what they endured. I do. We may not have been the source, the base source of it, but we escalated it by a lot. And they were not ready because they did not know it was coming. And so, I feel like our group was in a good enough state where we could sneak in. Obviously, we made it out.
We should not have. Did you know that those 4, whoever they were going to come? They're the
No.
only reason we even got out.
The whole
Jorgensen
point.
just said that the Cacathorns saw through the charade.
Yes, but there was a distraction. We adapted to the situation. All we were trying to do was create a distraction, correct?
Which failed.
That was the plan. No, but there was another distraction.
That we
that
did not
worked.
account for.
Exactly,
I'm gonna go
but
hunting.
we
I
adapted.
I think that we need a moment to maybe separate, think on the words that have been said, and maybe let's reconvene in a while. I think that's probably the healthiest thing for this group right now.
Fine, I'm gonna go hunting.
If anybody would like to come talk to me privately, I would be more than happy to give my counsel and advice.
I will come speak with you privately.
Of course. Anyone else? Might I offer my services?
Kick rocks.
So no. Okay.
Misha kind of pipes up and says,
You're a counselor, you said?
and Harold kind of looks over her and he's like, yes, young lady, I am. She's like, I might come talk to you later too, maybe.
Well,
And
you
he
could go
kinda-
now if you would like.
And Misha says, oh, no, it's okay. You go ahead. And Harold is like, very well, whenever you're ready. And Harold says, come with me, Sir Knight, and we will perch upon this rock and have a discussion.
All right. My name is Sir Maynard, by the way.
Oh, of course. Sir Maynard. Yes, I will call you that instead of Sir Knight. And Miss Ranger, what is your name again?
Elodia.
I'm sorry. Elodia, that's right. Okay. Yes. It's been a moment since I learned your names initially. Thank you. So he kind of walks away towards a rock and motions towards you, Maynard. And so, what are the rest of you deciding to do in this moment?
I was gonna say, hey, to Sir Maynard.
Hey.
Before you go and talk to that pedophile over there.
Oh, well, I did not know that.
Can I talk to you for a moment?
Sure. What do you need?
Of course, we're talking now, but I just wanted to say how many times I've almost died in this party ever since we met on that fateful day. And if I would have died at any point in time along the way, I would have lived an open and complete life.
That is very nice to know. Look, I don't want anyone to die or to be risking others' lives. You know, I mean, I guess that's just what I'm used to. Is everyone buying in on that, you know? But I appreciate your bravery. You're all very brave. And you have all shown that, and it's very admirable. for you to not be a part of any sort of organization or army or whatever, but you're still so brave.
Well, I don't think an organization could keep me
Probably
together.
not. Probably not.
Probably. But anyway, go get him, champ. Him and
Oh,
Paul.
well.
And
Ah!
they
I'll go with Harold.
Okay. So, anybody else want to say what they're doing right now? Anybody
Silas
else?
is gonna roll one up.
Gotcha. Yeah.
There you go. Pass one to Buddy as well.
Oh boy.
Looked like he could use some medicine.
what does Buddy do? What does Buddy do?
Oh no.
Did he take it?
Not so much. Okay, just yeah.
I accept.
Anyway. But yeah, we're gonna watch Jorgensen kick some rocks.
Oh, jeez. Anybody else, Lydia?
I mean, I want to check on Mishra, but I don't know. Where is she?
She's just chilling by herself right now.
Yeah, I'll go over to her and check on her since she mentioned. I guess I'll go over and I'll ask her, Mishra, are you okay? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to explode like that. I'm just
No.
tired.
It's okay. I think everybody's got a little bit of something going on right now. I don't like to see you guys fight or anything. But, yeah. I hope we can get this worked out soon.
Yeah, me too. I don't like this. And then I guess I'll just go, take a breather. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's cut to Endurance and Galt.
Hey.
Cutting to Endurance and Galt. Endurance, you have been riding for about an hour. You've been riding for about an hour. You're rushing through these dark woods. You started out kind of in the rough terrain land, up kind of on where the hilltop was and all that sort of stuff. But you guys could see forest in the background, way kind of off in the distance. So by this time you are well into the pine forests, and you are starting to get past the area where Buddy's house exploded. You're starting to get close to some of that area, and kind of with your keen senses, you notice Galt. His breathing has gotten shallow. His breathing is it's not great. You can still feel him. You can still kind of almost feel his heart beating with your keen senses. That's your current situation there with him. You're just racing through the forest. Who is tapping right now? Who is tapping?
Is that a
I
dog?
like-
Oh.
Sawyer.
Okay.
I'm trying to do the dog thing. Dog feet.
So let's say you do get about to where Buddy's house exploded.
Okay.
So you're about there.
All right. So how I guess so comparison to when I left to now, how bad has he gotten heart rate wise?
He probably went from a 80 to a 60.
Ooh, okay.
He's getting kind of slower on the slower
That's a healthy
end.
heart rate for a runner.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
It's his resting heart rate. It's healthy.
Anyway, yeah, he's been a rest all right.
He's very much resting.
Yeah. But you can hear his breaths kind of getting shallow though. But
Okay. I didn't really, because we got into a little bit of combat, but I basically only used I still have a lot of spell slots. I have another, I believe, yeah, I have another beast form. So
I think you're good on the beast form right now. So you are in the beast form from when you had previously left.
Yes.
So you guys were probably in the whole fight and Notero for like, how long does your beast form last?
Hours equal to your wisdom modifier.
So what is that, like, up 3?
That would be a. I mean, when you say hours equal to your wisdom modifier, like.
So the number or your wisdom stat is, it says plus something.
Oh, so it'd be a 2.
Oh, okay. So you have a 2 hour. Okay.
So what's your wisdom score?
My wisdom is like not
The big number.
Oh, 50.
Yes. Okay, yeah, that'd be 2.
And she has 3 total beast forms, right?
That's just 2.
2 beast forms. Okay. And they each
Hold on, let
last
me-
2 hours.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you're probably getting close to the end of this beast form, I would say. So you kind of can feel yourself getting more and more tired in this, and that's kind of how you're figuring out, okay, well, my beast form's about to go soon.
Okay.
So as you're kind of slowing down and realizing you're getting more tired with this, you see Buddy's kind of broken house off in the distance.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to hang out there, great. But if you don't, if you want to keep going past that, whatever.
I'm gonna stop, I think, at his house at like the ruins.
Mhm.
And because I have, let's see here, I have my spells I think I should be able to use maybe on him. So I'm gonna go ahead and change out of my beast form and I guess like kind of set him down, like not in the house but like in front of it.
Mhm.
I guess. And can I do like a perception to make sure there's like nothing around me, or do I?
Sure. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, go ahead, do that.
I'll make sure, because like could I technically do that before I get out my beast form?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
All right. Ooh, 8.
Okay. So I think you get a proficiency bonus with your keen senses since you're a wolf. Did that include that?
I think she may get. Some animals have like advantage on certain types of perception, like
Let me look really quick.
smell or sight sometimes.
It says its perception is a +3. So
Does it say anything like
Smell.
that keen senses thing on there?
It says senses passive perception 13. I don't know exactly. What that
Down farther than that.
It'll say keen senses.
Oh, the wolf has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Ah, okay. So, you have advantage on that, so you can roll again if you want to,
Yes.
and for your smell and
Yeah.
hearing.
Ooh, oh my lord, that gives me 22 with the.
Hey.
Nice.
Nice.
Advantage.
Okay. So, you are in your beast form and you slow down in front of his house, and you kind of look around, take a nice whiff in. Your ears perk up. You hear the scurry of animals through the brush, and you can almost like see practically, you know, because your senses are so acute, where they are, like in the bushes, and you can almost like sense their trail up to that spot, you know, just small rabbits and things like that. And as your kind of senses go past that area, you hear way off in the distance, like in the direction of Miss Drethel, coming closer to you, like the sound of wagon wheels. And you can smell like the scent of humanoid.
Okay. How far would you say? How far away is this?
Probably like half mile.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and change out of my beast form.
Okay.
Like having taken that into account. And so I'm gonna like set him down in front of the house, and I would like to cast. I have Cure Wounds as one of my first level spells, so I'd like to go ahead and cast that. Will that make
Alrighty.
something? Hopefully, it does something.
Cure
Let's see.
wounds.
It says.
Okay, so you cast, or you do 1d8 plus your spellcasting modifier.
Alrighty. All right. Okay.
So your spellcasting modifier is just your wisdom score.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I was about to say I was like,
Oh, sorry.
There's the spell attack bonus, which is your wisdom plus proficiency. Adjust your spell, whatever it said.
Modifier. Yeah,
Modifier
so
is
this is
just
just your
wisdom.
wisdom. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Ooh. All right. So +2, so that would be a total of 10.
Okay, not bad. So you lay your hands over Galt and you watch as kind of your hands glow this purplish energy and it kind of disseminates across his chest and abdomen. And you watch as it kind of goes into this like, you kind of peel back the wounds so you can kind of see, or peel back the gauze and whatever that, no, not the wounds. You peel back the dressing so you can see like what's going on there. And you watch as like you can see this like fleshy red tissue kind of coming up from the bottom of it, and it kind of begins to push some of that pus out. And you can see the wounds edges on the side kind of have this red tissue growing out from it, but and it kind of comes together and closes at least part of it, but that red tissue is still kind of sitting on the top. And if you, let's say you try to kind of assist it along a little, take the little dressing and wipe off some of the gnarliness on the top, you can tell that it has grown together somewhat. Not all together, but it looks significantly better than it did. And you can tell that he kind of like, he was kind of out of it previously, and he kind of is able at least to like catch his breath a little. And you can like almost feel him like stabilizing a little bit more. And he kind of opens his eyes and looks up a little, still slightly in a daze, and he's like, oof. Oof. Ah. Who's there?
I'm just gonna kind of lean over and be like, endurance, roach girl.
Oh. And he kind of very weakly takes his hand and, oh. Why do I hurt so bad?
Do you remember what happened to you? Where you've been?
Everything's a little fuzzy, I think. Just kind of glimpse of, or just kind of pieces of, I was in that cave, then I was out, then I was awake, and I was out, then I woke up again, and then Harold came over to me, and I looked at him, and I didn't want to see him, so I passed back out. Oh God. Oh yeah, I do remember what. Oh God. Yeah. And he kind of opens his eyes a little and looks up, and he's like, "Yeah, that's what I thought happened." And he's like, he kind of looks around weakly, and he's like, "Where am I? Where's everybody? They take me out to pasture? What's going on here?"
Well, a little bit of a long and short story. We got your people out, what remained of them out of the cave. They are miles back that way. You are not looking good at all, so I thought it would be good to take you to Miss Streffel, which is a city near here, so that we could get you taken care of and to get supplies for your people, because there are other people that are wounded too. But the ones who survived are with my friends who are back there with them.
Oh. You guys came back for us?
We did. I don't think I could have lived with myself if we hadn't. After all, I mean, we did come along and kind of ruin everything for you guys. Not that your current situation was good, but we made it worse. A lot worse. So we tried to do what we could to fix that. And I will say we can't take the credit for everything. There were some interesting people, that came along as we were trying to distract the Cacatothorans and killed most of them. And I would venture to say that if they had not been there, we very likely would have died. So we owe a lot to them, whoever they are. I never caught any of their names or who they were or why they were there, but we owe a lot to them.
So everybody got out of the cave alive?
Everyone that was in the cave and currently breathing is hopefully still breathing, as long as my friends haven't done anything. They're pretty good. They'll take care of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. I didn't expect a rogue bunch like yourselves to have so much loyalty to us.
Oh, it was not an easy decision, let me tell you.
Oh,
I would say my horns came out, but
well, it was a hard decision. Okay, well, so we're going to Miss Drethel, huh?
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I still don't feel too hot.
Yeah. Fine. That's a little to be expected. How much does he weigh, by the way?
He's small. He's probably like 130, 140. He's like shorter, so.
Okay. And I'm tall. What's like the thing you do when you carry somebody?
Like bridal style?
Yeah.
What are you looking for? Okay.
Straight up. Going for it.
So you reach down to pick him up bridal style. He's like, oh. Okay. Wow. And he kind of looks over at the house and he's like, not much of a place you got here, but I guess it'll do. Roll an athletics check to see if you can pick him up.
Okay.
Turns back into a bull, bites his neck and kills.
All right. Let's see. 10.
Okay, so with some serious effort, you kind of stumble forward, like as you pick him up and almost drop him, but with some serious effort, you like hoist him up, and he's like, "Oh, okay, a little bit more gentle, please." Yeah.
Sorry. I heard wagon wheels coming this way, so I am just going to walk in that general direction and hope that I can get some further assistance there.
Okay. All right, sure.
And I'm just gonna walk in that direction.
All right, so you're walking towards the wagon. Okay. So you start heading towards the direction of the wagon. All right, let's cut back to everybody else. All right, we're cutting back and forth, guys. So, let's go to Maynard on the rock with Harold. So, Sir Maynard, what exactly did you want to talk to me about?
Oh, I thought you were going to ask me questions.
Oh,
well, this is a question, I guess.
Go ahead.
I don't know what to do. I'm not very good at these kind of social interactions as far as the conflict. I don't like it when people don't like me.
I don't think anyone does enjoy this. I think it's just a natural part of life, as we just, are at odds with people sometimes. But I think the important thing is that you learn how to resolve it and move forward from it. So, might I ask, why do you feel so strongly against whatever Miss Ranger had to say?
Well, I just felt like that we were responsible for the immediate. Hold on. Burp. The immediate demise of your people. And first of all, I apologize for that. And I don't know, I don't think I could live with that, knowing what has happened. I don't know, it's kind of personal because see where I'm from, kind of part of military kind of is kind of our whole kingdom's thing is lords and knights and whatnot, and there's constant threats of other countries fighting us at the border or whatnot, and it's just like, what's it all for? And then there's people that get caught in the crossfire of these things, innocent people in these towns, that they're not initiating conflict with anyone, and they just get hurt. And for what reason? I don't know. It seems pretty dumb to me, to be honest. And I just don't want that. And it happened here because of us. And that is not what I wanted to happen. That's what I've been trying to get away from. And it happened. So I
Yes.
just wanted to try and do my best to, I guess, undo that.
Yes, that is quite understandable. I think typically everybody has their reasons for making their choices, and I'm glad that you've shared that with me. And I wonder if you might share that with your friends, if that might help resolve your conflict. Just letting them know where you're coming from on this. But Sir Maynard, I'll tell you, it wasn't your fault that our town got attacked. It was mine. The fault is all on me and our people that commissioned you. And truly, all the fault is that of, the bronze and Maragatha really at the heart of it, I would say. But
Well, I agree it's Maragatha's doing, but we did escalate things.
listen, if it wasn't you, if it wasn't your group, it was somebody else that was going to come through. And we would have commissioned them and probably seen the same result. You all did what you were tasked to do, and you did it well. It was just a matter of time, and I don't want you to feel any sort of guilt about that. I wouldn't have blamed you if you would have just left us anyway. But I will say I am very grateful that you did. Thank you.
Of course, it's the least we could have done for you.
Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
Well, I don't know. I do enjoy getting to be around these people. I guess kind of just go do kind of my own thing. Do you do like relationship counseling?
No,
well?
Sure.
Okay.
Who you got in mind?
Well, there's this girl, and she is the best thing in the world, and haven't exactly told her my feelings yet, but I am trying to help her to win her over. I think she likes me. That's the vibes I get.
What makes you think that she likes you?
We laugh and talk when we're together and just hang out and enjoy each other's company. And she says that she wants to run away with me.
Oh, well, that is.
Well, not exactly with me, but she doesn't say that word for word. but she said I want to get out of here. I assume that's with me, but we'll see where it goes from there.
Is she going to be a part of this couples counseling, or are you just?
Oh no, she's very far away right now.
Oh, okay, yes. Well, the fact that you're so devoted to her situation, and you're all the way here, and you're doing what you're doing, means that you must care for her very much. And I certainly hope she appreciates a man that would go out of his way to do such a thing for her.
It was a very kind thing to say, Harold. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, of course. And I hope your relationship works out.
Yes, I mean, do you have any advice on what I should do, or?
I think you should make your intentions clear. I think you should
just tell her. Just
I would
go up to her and say it.
I don't see why that's such a bad idea. I think being forward and direct is sometimes a good way to go about things, and then you can hopefully learn her feelings about you.
That's, again, the social interaction. That's kind of a scary social interaction.
He comes up to you and he grasps you by the shoulders and he looks at you and he says, Maynard, you're a knight, are you not?
Yes.
You must be brave.
You're right. I'll do it.
You need to be brave and don't be afraid to tell people how you feel, whether that be your friends or your potential lovers. Don't be afraid to share how you feel. It's better to have it out in the open than to keep it inside, because if you keep it inside, it'll drive you mad.
It is kind of driving me mad. So
well, there you go.
I will try that and let you know what happens.
Yes, please do. I always like to know how these things end up.
Well, thank you for the advice. I'm going to do my best. And
of course.
Do you need anything? Is there anything that you want to talk about?
No, not at all. Not
all
with
right.
you. No, it's okay.
Oh, well, that's kind of rude, but anyway.
I didn't mean it like that, Just don't worry
it's
about
fine. It's fine.
Don't
It
worry
happens. Should I send someone else over, or do you go to them?
Send that masked fellow over.
Oh, all right. This seems like the thing that he would enjoy. And I will kind of shake his hand and turn and find Silas. Hey, Silas. Harold wants to talk to you.
Oh, all right. I suppose. It's a little thrown off because it's he was kind of chilling.
Oh
yeah. That's all right. Silas is gonna go over to him.
Okay. And he looks at you and he kind of pats the rock next to him.
Plop down on the rock.
He looks at you and says, "You're new. You were not here when they first came through town."
No, I wasn't.
Who are you?
Who am I? Well, my name is Silas. I'm sent by Mask to aid the party.
Excuse me, you're sent from whom?
The god Mask.
You were sent by a god. You. Yes.
Me, myself.
Yes.
Hi.
For
You can't tell?
What purpose exactly?
Well, these people, they're not exactly the most capable. They need a little bit of help,
Oh, sure.
That's why I'm here.
Ah. So, how are you getting along with the rest of the group members?
Well, things were a little tense. And then things calmed down a little bit. And then things were tense again. And here we are.
Ah, yes. And how do you feel about the situation?
Which situation exactly?
No, just all of them. How do you feel about
Just
any of it?
everything.
Yeah.
Well, how do I feel about it? I suppose, I don't know. I came here to do a job, but it's kind of feels like a bit more than a job. I don't want all this strife among each other.
They've grown on you.
Some have. Some are still a bit cold and standoffish, but it's an ebb and flow,
I see.
especially in these turbulent times.
Who are you?
Well, I told you I'm Silas. You know,
What are you, Silas?
agent of Mask. Me?
From whence do you hail, Silas? What
From
are you? Are you an entity?
Mask's planar dimension.
Ah, I
Yes?
see. Are you real? Are you conjured of energy? Are you...
I'd say I'm pretty real.
Ah. I've never met anyone from a different plane. I am intrigued.
Well, I suppose I'm originally from this plane, but I've spent, I'd say, the majority of my time in the other one.
How does that... Was that on your own wishes?
Somewhat. Sort of a deal, a compromise.
Ah, so that's how you got into his employ. I see. Do you regret it?
No, I've been indifferent in the past, living on borrowed time, just doing jobs as I was told.
Is that a good existence?
Well, it's fairly boring, I suppose.
Sure. Well, I'm glad to see that this group has a little bit of brawn among them now.
Kind of puffs his chest out when he says that.
And I'm it's very interesting to know that they have the help of a god. However did they come by you?
The help.
How did they come by me? Well, they came across Mask, and then I don't know the exact details, but I was popped in here and told help these people. And so
Very
it's
interesting.
just like all my other jobs, not given the full background of the story, but
Sure. Well, very peculiar, Sir Silas. Very interesting. Thank you for sharing your time with me. Is there anything you need advice on? I am a wellspring of wisdom. In all of my years of living, I think I have...
all of your years.
I believe I have something to offer to everyone. So if there's any question you have, just please let me know.
I think I'm good. I don't know. How do I make the remaining members of the group warm up to me some? Some say they still don't trust me, but
Who doesn't trust you?
that rocky fellow over there, and I don't know, the wolf that ran away. And the others are somewhat maybe coming around. I don't really know.
Well, I always think the best way to gain trust is through action, but until action comes around, have a conversation with them. Ask about them. I think the best way to get somebody to warm up to you is to ask about them and what they're about and who they are.
I don't think I'll do that. Anyway, thank you.
Okay. Well,
Goodbye.
all right. Have a good one. And so then, you see Mishra go to Harold, and she sits on the rock, and you see them having a discussion about something. And while that's going on, the rest of you at camp, Elodia, have you decided to go hunting?
Guess so. Yeah.
Are you going on your own?
I guess so.
Okay.
With Percy, of course. I mean,
Of course.
am I truly ever alone?
Nah. So the rest of you see Elodia set off into the evening, with Percy in tow and the bag of holding. Okay, Elodia, you trek out into the woodlands, sort of. You're kind of getting into the tree-lined edges and in the hills and things like that. You've been strolling for about 30 minutes probably out there, looking around, having a look. You've seen some tracks of just a few things, but then they kind of trail off and into the distance, and you're like, okay, sure, I'll just go ahead and make a nature. What is tracking? Perception? What would that be? Investigation?
Survival.
Survival. Make a survival check.
Okay.
Survival.
Nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
So 24 total.
We
So.
gonna eat good tonight.
All right. So you see immediately everything in front of you. You see this. You're at this crossroads, and you just see the tracks of a good bit of animals. You see the tracks of one of those deer creatures go off in the distance this way. You see some rabbits go this way. And then you see a massive, massive paw print. A massive bear print.
Oh.
Clearly leading in a certain direction.
I want to check out the bear.
All right. So you
Just check it out.
take the bear trail. So you
Can I go with caution?
So you with caution.
Okay.
With caution being, what are you gonna do to be cautious exactly?
Sneaky?
Say what?
Sneaky?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Could I do pass without a trace?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So that gives me like a 10 plus. My phone isn't with me, which has my spells on it. I don't. That's what.
Okay, I got it. It's just a 10
More.
plus your normal stealth check, I think.
Alrighty.
So go ahead and make your stealthy check.
So plus 10, and then I think
you have you have a plus 10 bonus to stealth checks.
Okay. So I got a total of 19 just on my roll. So plus the 10.
All right, 29,
then
baby.
You also get to add your stealth stuff still.
Right. I rolled plus with my dexterity at 19.
Oh, okay.
Plus the 10, which is like 29.
Yeah. Okay. Ooh. So you are quite stealthy currently, and also Percy obtains the stealthiness. Roll a stealth check for Percy, I guess, with whatever his stat block is.
Okay.
Plus 10 to whatever he gets.
So stealth is dexterity. Plus 3.
It's gotta be high.
23 total with the 10. So
with the 10. Okay, so 23 and 29. Okay, so you follow these bear prints, and you follow them kind of around some hills, and then the hills kind of take a dive into this valley, and you can see some like canyons kind of come together, and it looks like as you descend, it descends kind of into like what looks to be a pit. You can see that it has some depth to it, but it's pretty dark. Looks like a cave entrance or something.
Okay.
And as you get closer, you begin to see carcasses of animals kind of lining the way, and some blood trails and things like that that have been long dried, but you can kind of see some of those things as you go up. And these prints are freaking big. Like this bear print is like boom,
Gosh.
boom, is like boom.
Can I hear anything?
You don't really hear anything. I would
Okay.
say.
This is a legendary bear.
Can I go into the... Let me just check out the cave just a little bit. Just like peep in
Okay.
stealthily.
So as you go
Going.
down, let me
And
change.
I can see I
Yeah.
have dark vision.
Okay. You walk down to the cave area, and there are just bones strewn across. And as you get closer to the cave entrance, you see that it goes further back. And it's pretty deep, and you can see it kind of takes a little bit of a turn, and you look way back in the back. There's just like a beam of moonlight coming down from some hole in the ceiling, and you see just this massive lump on top of this like giant rock of this like gnarly looking, like huge bear, massive bear. It's just sitting there. It's not moving. You don't really see any movement from it.
Not even sleeping.
It's sleeping. People need food. I'm hungry. And there's a big bear. I don't even know like how heavy it hits though.
You can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
I know I can fly, but I don't know if I'll...
You
Well,
could distract the bear.
Could I?
With the bird.
Do I have to turn Percy big in battle, or can I turn him big now?
You can turn him big now.
Can I do that real quick?
Sure.
Okay. So Percy's big. Let me... Sure, I'll... let me go ahead. Can I cast Hunter's Mark on the bear?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to shoot at it.
All right. Oh boy.
All right.
Peace was never an option.
Do I have to roll to initiate or anything like that?
Let me get my pen out, fellers.
In water, monkeys will drown.
What?
What?
We watched King Kong versus
Oh.
Godzilla.
That is true.
Fought in the ocean. It was funny.
Okay. All right, Elodia. You have Hunter's marked him. You wish to take a shot?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna note the height of this cave. So it's like the cave entrance is like a good, I'd say 8 feet tall.
Okay.
And probably like 10 feet wide. Percy's
Okay.
pretty big. He can probably fit through that. Not comfortably, and he's got to be real close, but he can do it probably.
Okay.
Okay. Elodia, you notch your arrow. And you kind of take a moment, and you're a little bit scared, and you're kind of like, oh crap, maybe I should have brought a friend, but we're just gonna go for it. And you just go ahead and roll to hit.
Does she get advantage because she's kind of hid from it?
Sure. Yeah, and also it's asleep, so I'll say yeah. Surprised. You've surprised it.
So roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Okay, so 13 plus 8. 21 total to hit?
21?
Yeah,
21.
on the first. Well, I only have one attack because I'm not a level 5.
Okay. So, you just watch as your arrow flies and it just smacks right into this bear and you hear it just pierce the hide and this thing just like groans in pain and you see it immediately like whip its head around and it's like looking for whatever the heck just hit it. Let's Nope. The bear stands up and it is desperately trying to figure out where this arrow just came from, and you've hit it like just in the shoulder, and so it looks around and it tries to take a big whiff to try to figure out where the heck you are. So let's see.
I didn't roll damage yet.
Go ahead and do that.
And then plus my d6 too.
Mm-hmm.
So 16 total.
You said 16 total to hit for damage?
For damage.
Oh, not bad. Okay. Okay, so let me figure out what it's let's see.
If it can sense me.
Okay, it looks around and it sure can't sense you, so it is like frantically trying to look around and stuff.
So can I notch my bow again?
Go ahead.
Do I still get advantage? Roll with advantage or?
It doesn't know where you are, so.
Okay.
Sure. Is that still a surprise? Would you say, Gentry?
There's a thing. There's surprise and there's also hidden. If you're considered hidden from a creature,
yeah, I would say it's
that's
more
also
hidden.
advantage. But usually, after you attack from being hidden, they know where you are, unless you hide again.
Does that apply to Pass Without a Trace?
I mean, Pass Without a Trace just kind of buffed her stealth check.
So it would
And
know
your
where
stealth
she is
check,
now.
she would have to take like the hide.
Oh,
action.
so she is not hidden now. Gotcha.
I mean, she could be if you think him waking up, he was asleep when she shot him. I don't know. It's up to you.
Well, okay, I'll give you at least this next round. Go ahead.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Seriously. Okay.
It wouldn't have known immediately where it came from.
20 total.
To hit damage?
Yeah.
Or to hit?
To hit,
Okay, yeah,
to
it definitely hits. Hits, yeah.
Damage is going to be 18 total.
Nice.
Dang.
Okay. Alrighty. Okay.
Oh, no, wait, I forgot to add my 4.
Oh, your Hunter's Mark damage? Did you do that?
No. I forgot to add my Dex mod.
Oh, okay.
So it's 4 plus 18.
Ooh.
Wait, no. 12, 14, plus 6, 20. Sorry.
20 damage?
Yeah.
Not bad, not bad. Okay, so it finally whips its head around and it does notice where you are at this point, okay? So this thing is pretty darn fast. So it comes just barreling towards you and it is very tall. It's pretty dang tall, like 10 foot, no, 8 foot tall bear. 8 foot tall bear.
Did he hit the ceiling?
Big bear. No, okay. 7.5 foot tall bear.
Aha, he's trapped.
7.5 foot tall bear. Okay, big bear. Okay, the ceiling's a little higher. We'll say the ceiling's higher than that. Okay. What were you gonna say, Helen?
Not move.
I keep adding my numbers wrong. So I rolled a 12
Okay.
with just my attack die.
Okay.
Plus 4 is 16. Plus 6, which is what I rolled with my d6 with the Hunter's Mark.
Wait.
So
was that
22.
22. Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't.
That's
add.
okay. That's okay. You're just helping yourself out. Okay. Okay, so it comes barreling at you, and so it's first it snarls like right in your face. It growls at you and roars, and it's gonna come at you first with a claw. Okay, so does your first claw attack? Does a 22 hit you?
Yeah, that hits.
All right, yeah. Uh, 14 damage.
Okay, that's not horrible.
It's gonna attack you again with
Oh.
its bite attack. Actually, no, it's other claw attack. Let's go other claw. All right, that is a 16 to hit.
That hits.
Oh boy. All right, 16 damage.
16.
Mhm.
So 14. Yikes. Okay.
It is your turn.
I don't even know how much health it has left. Did it even limp? Did it even like...
It's still moving pretty quick.
I need to get the H out. Can I flee?
If you want to, yeah, you're gonna have to get an opportunity attack.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
I'm at 5 damage or 5 hit points.
You can use your action to disengage where he
no,
can't.
no. I have Zephyr Strike. I'm using that bad boy. I forget what that
There
does
you go.
though. But that I can flee, I can move,
Mm-hmm.
and
All
but I
right.
get don't I like can't I hit it as I'm going?
Yeah.
Zephyr Strike says, you move like the wind. For your duration, your movement doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. Once before the spell ends, you can give yourself advantage on one weapon attack roll on your turn. That attack deals an extra 1d8 force damage on a hit. Whether you hit or miss, your walking speed increases by 30 feet until the end of that turn.
I just need to get out though.
That's a bonus action, by the way.
I know.
Is
yeah.
it concentration?
Yes. So you'd have
Yeah,
to lose
so I
Hunter's
lose
Mark.
Hunter's Mark. Can I escape with that? Like leave the cave?
Yeah, it says
Yeah.
they don't get reactions against you, right? What does it
You
say?
don't. It doesn't provoke opportunity
Oh, yeah.
attack.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get out.
So just disengage.
Yeah, but you know, I cast Zephyr Strike or whatever.
So
Okay.
she doesn't have to disengage.
Gotcha. So are you gonna attack though?
No.
Okay.
Well, you can still attack if you want
As I'm
to.
leaving?
Well,
Yeah.
like once you can move first and then attack if you want to,
'Cause
or
also you have
attack
a
in,
bow.
Oh, I see.
attack in the middle of your movement, wherever you want to attack.
Okay. I'll go ahead.
Can bears climb?
You've got advantage.
Well, I mean, hang on.
You have advantage on one weapon attack roll.
26 total was my first.
To
You
hit.
could
a hit.
hit at 20.
That's
you
true.
could
You
crit.
should roll twice.
Okay.
Always roll twice.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so 26 hits, and so then you
Okay.
get to do an extra 1d8.
Okay. So, 5 plus 4 is 9. So 10 damage as I'm leaving.
Not bad, not bad. He's still running pretty quick though.
Yeah,
He's
can I
still-
leave?
He's okay. Yeah, so you get the heck out of there.
Is she on?
Okay.
Are you on Percy?
I didn't have time to mount him, so
I thought you
guess
said you were.
I just turned him big. I never said I got on him.
Oh, okay.
Bears can climb trees. Don't go up a tree.
Not gonna go up a tree. I'm just getting out. I just need to get out.
Yeah, okay, so I mean, if you want to mount Percy, you can.
Oh, well, let's just leave fast as possible.
So you're just
I'll-
running. Okay.
Yeah. Percy's
Alright.
in pursuit.
Okay, so you guys both just start running. So you have about a speed of 30. Okay.
Mhm.
All right. So you run away.
Well, her speed is doubled,
Doubled.
right?
You have
'Cause of
60.
Zephyr
Okay.
Strike.
Gotcha. Okay.
Percy also has like just a natural 60 as well.
Yeah, Percy's very fast. Okay. So you get away 60 feet. Good. Okay. So it is now the bear's turn. The bear has a speed of 50, so he is right on your heels, but he can't quite get you. And he is roaring at you, and it is now your turn again.
I'm gonna go ahead as my bonus action, mount Percy,
Yeah.
and fly 60.
All right.
Just keep going.
You're just still going.
Yeah.
So you are
So as I'm
flying
running-
out away from this bear.
I'm like running, and then I kind of do like a bicycle hop, you know, like when you're running by your bike, and then you do the hop. Yeah, and then I do that on Percy.
All right.
Get me out.
Just goes, woo!
All right.
Woohoo.
You hop on Percy, and you make it away if you so wish. Yeah, and you can just hear this bear roaring in the distance.
That was stupid. Just keep going.
Oh, you could have shot at him from going 60 on Percy.
I don't know. I probably would have rolled with disadvantage because I'd be up in the air or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll, like, as I'm going back to camp, if I see anything, go ahead and take it down, but, like deer or anything.
Yeah, so as you're flying around, you can see a small group of like 2 deer down there.
Okay. Could, like, Percy just go and just get them? Like,
I mean, like it's gonna be like, nope. What was that again?
like,
But
talons out.
Yeah.
He's big.
So I mean, as you kind of tell Percy to descend, he kind of descends with claws out, and you guys just smoke the side of one of these deer, and it just like falls to the ground, and its back is just like gashed open, and it's like screaming. Deer, not quite dead, but screaming, and the other one's like trying to make a quick getaway.
Let me try to shoot at the other one just real quick.
Okay,
Did I?
go ahead.
So 23 total to hit.
Definitely hits.
Okay, and then oh gosh, 8 damage.
So you let your arrow loose and you hit it kind of in the shoulder, and it starts limping and leaving a solid blood trail, but it's not quite down yet. It's definitely moving slower.
Could I just run after it, unsheath my sword, just...
Yeah,
Okay.
you got it. You
Okay.
did it.
So many suffering animals.
Yeah. And the other one over there is still like screeching, so
So I go over to it, and I just like, I just do my sword and just, end it.
Yep.
And then throw.
And the screaming into the night ceases.
Okay, and so I collect the carcasses. Well, I kind of clean them, and then I take them back to camp.
Okay. So, after a very thrilling evening, Elodia returns with meat for everybody.
Here you go. Don't ask me. I'm exhausted. So I'm gonna just go to bed.
food. It's amazing.
Who knows how to cook? I don't. Really, over a fire at least.
So I kind of like half wake up, and I'm like, I'll do it. I got it.
No, that's fine.
I got it. And so I'm like cleaning off the deer, because I've been, taught by my father how to do this. And so I just clean out the deer, get them all nice and prepped, and then start roasting them, I guess. Just, as it should be, I guess. I don't know. Percy's small again, so he's just like kind of curled up on my shoulder, kind of like out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So
So is it enough for the townspeople and our group?
It's probably enough for like 8 to 10 people.
2
Oh,
deer?
good.
They weren't that big?
They're kind of scrawny around here. We
Can
said
we
that.
ration where everybody
okay,
can get some?
10 to 12. 10 to 12.
Can we ration
There
to
are
where
30
people
people.
get at least some?
You can give everybody something.
Like, if everybody like gathered together, this is like obviously I'm gone, so this is just me. If everybody gathered together, like, couldn't y'all go and get the bear?
Oh, you get. Oh.
We don't know about the bear.
Oh, hang on.
Somebody told y'all.
Fed up,
No.
She
fed
just came
up.
out half dead.
So as I'm, well, crap. So is anybody gonna ask why I'm like
You told us.
Why
not
are
to
you on the
ask.
verge of death?
You came up and you said, "Don't even ask."
forgot about that.
Yeah.
Did the deer do this to you?
I am out of it mentally in real life and in the game. So as I'm like looking at kind of those starving faces, like I kind of just come to a little bit, and I'm like, I almost completely forgot. I'm sorry. I don't. There's a larger animal if we want to go get it. It's the bear though, and it almost killed me. But
Oh,
You almost forgot. Okay.
You guys can see that she's like been slashed, and like you can see
Yeah.
a nice slash marks on her.
okay.
You said you're at like 5 HP, right?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
You're
she
like-
looks visibly bad.
do we see like a big?
She looks
claw
worse off than
mark?
some of these people.
and then
Oh,
and then I just
why?
kind of collapse, I guess. I don't know. I'm out of it.
Elodia, why are you so cut up? Did a deer do this to you? Vicious
can't e-
monsters. I can't wait to eat them.
No, there's a bear. There's a huge bear.
Wait, a bear?
Yeah.
Like coming here?
No, it's up the road. It's you can see its tracks from a mile. It's not
Oh.
far from here.
It's within a mile of me right now? Oh
I'm
my
just
god.
like
Oh my god. Oh my god. It could come here and eat me?
I'm like fainted at this part. Like I'm like done. Like bleeding.
Yes.
Well, are you guys cooking the deer though?
Yeah.
So
And
Maynard,
Misha kind
I'm
of
watching it cook. I don't know what I'm doing.
Misha's kind of sniffing.
Just kind of. You think it looks done yet?
I think that's done. Probably.
Do you have to cook this all the way through, or is it like steak where you just can have it
I
rare?
think a little pink in the middle is all right.
All right.
Although, is it still supposed to be like
Not like we're gonna get
bleeding, or
It's kind of pulsing a little.
that's pretty strange. I think it's done though.
Hey, roll a perception check, guys.
All of us?
Just all of us
yeah,
are being
just
silent.
just all you guys, whatever.
Do I need to roll it? Just is it nighttime?
Yeah, it's nighttime. Just
All right, I'll roll disadvantage because I'm
Yeah.
a human.
that's
And
fine.
a demon is gonna jump out of the meat.
I got a 1.
'Kay.
So
I got
0.
a
Eight.
9.
I
Okay.
got a 9.
All right.
Which makes sense because I'm.
Oh,
Cool.
boy.
So you
Roll
guys, buddy, roll a perception
Yeah.
check.
I got a 7.
Oh no!
Okay.
What Misha get?
Oh
what
yeah.
Mish-
So Misha's like kind of sitting over there by the meat, and she's just like kind of scared that you guys were sitting here like talking about this, and she just was like, "Did you guys just hear that? Oh my god!" She's like, "Did you guys just?" Guys, I for real just heard a bear. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even joking.
Mishra, calm down. You're hearing things.
And she's like,
I didn't hear
"Wait."
anything.
She like looks out and she's like, what's that? What's that right there? And all you guys turn around and like everybody with dark vision can see there's like a freaking like shadow coming at you guys like Rapido. It is coming quick.
Rapido.
I don't see anything.
Maynard, there's.
And she just points and she's just like, bear! And this bear comes crashing in, and everybody, like all the townspeople, just start screaming, and they're just like scattering best they can.
Get
This
behind
thing
us!
just like comes thundering through the camp, like roaring, and
Silas like
guys.
summons his pack weapon
Yeah,
as he
I'll-
sees
I'll
Roll
bamf mine to my
initiative.
hand.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
boy.
You know,
Saw
sometimes food comes
food.
to you.
Oh, that was
7.
6.
Like Uber Eats.
9.
Okay, who got above a 15?
I got above it. I got like a 20 something.
Oh, okay.
22.
Who got
Natural
between-
20.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Plus,
Okay, well
plus
then.
what, buddy?
Do I add proficiency?
Yeah.
Well,
no, plus your
initiative.
initiative.
Yeah.
Uh,
Which I think is the same.
It's your dexterity
Dex
modifier.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
oh, okay, so plus 3. So 23.
Okay, so he beat Silas by
Nice.
1
Ha,
point.
ha, ha.
My goodness.
All right, Mishra. Okay, Mishra, not bad. Okay. Dang, everybody's doing a pretty good job here tonight.
Except me. I can't tell everybody there's a bear coming.
Oh, dang. Okay, hold up. Okay, okay. All right, between 10 and 15. No? Okay. What about 5 and 10?
9.
Any,
7.
okay, 9, 7, and-
6.
okay. All right.
Makes sense. I can't see.
All right. Top of the lineup, it's Buddy. Buddy, you see a bear coming at you, but also you're tripping, so it looks like a wild monster.
Oh no.
No.
I microdosed him. It's okay.
Not that big of a deal.
Could I summon a force ballista cannon?
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, he froze.
No, Buddy.
Oh,
Oh, there you
can
are.
you hear me?
Yeah, I
Yes.
can hear you.
Sorry.
Bear
Okay.
crash.
Yeah, I'm just.
So you
I'm
summon
just
a
gonna
force.
summon the force ballista.
Okay. All right, so you take an action to do that. Okay. And you have to wait to attack with that, right?
No, a bonus action to act to
Okay.
make it shoot.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
buddy. You want to do that?
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. So that's 2d8.
You gotta roll to hit
Yeah.
first.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And do it with disadvantage, please.
Okay, so disadvantage. 7.
7.
Oh, plus. Do I add anything?
You add your spell attack modifier. So, that
that'll
would be
proficiency.
intelligence and proficiency for you.
Mhm.
Okay, so plus 4. Does 11 hit?
Did you add your proficiency bonus to it?
So add proficiency and intelligence?
Yes.
Okay, so 11 plus 3. So does 14 hit?
Yeah, it does hit. Okay, good, good. Okay. So you can go ahead and roll your 2d8.
3, 6 damage.
6 damage. Not bad, not bad.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, okay. All right. So, you take a shot at this bear that just comes rushing into camp. And you guys, this is the biggest bear you guys have ever seen. And it looks gnarly. It's missing like patches of fur, and its eyes are like almost this like gross green. It just looks disgusting and like old and huge. So, Buddy casts his force cannon, and you guys are all impressed that he held it together enough to do that. And it takes a shot, and it hits the bear right in the chest, and it pushes it back 5 feet, and it just yells, it bellows. Okay, Silas.
All right. I'll cast my Hexblade's Curse on it
Okay.
for my bonus action, and then I'm gonna run up and try and smack it.
Okay.
Uh,
What does your Hexblade's Curse do again?
It does a lot of stuff.
Okay.
Okay, you gain a bonus to damage rolls against the cursed
I'll
target?
just look it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that's wait. A 12 to hit on the first one.
Ooh, does not hit.
Does not hit.
Come on, man.
And then a 20 something to hit on the second one.
Yeah, that does hit.
All right. Then I'll do 1d8. That one. Wait, no. That one. Okay. 3 plus 3 because of the thingy. Plus. Wait. Yeah. Okay. That's 4. So what is that? 3 plus 4 plus 3.
10.
3 plus 4
10.
plus 3.
Yay.
Okay, 10 damage total. All right.
Quick math.
Good work.
Quick maths.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Okay. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Sweet. Okay. All right. Silas comes up with his little hex blade and he takes a nice gash out of this thing and it is very irritated with that. All right. You are still within 5 feet of it, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right. Misha is coming up. And so she is going to draw her little bow and take a shot. And technically she has sneak attack on it since you are within 5 feet of it. Okay. Sweet. Natural 1. Love that. All right.
Love that.
All right. So evens or odds, guys?
Odd.
Alright.
All right. If it's odd, nothing happens. It was odd. Good work, guys.
Yay!
So she leans back, takes a shot, and it just whizzes right past the bear, and she totally whiffs, and she's like, "Oh, dang it!" And so that's gonna be Bear's turn. Bear is very mad at Silas for taking a nice slash. All right, Bear is coming at you with a nice claw attack. Bear misses with the claw attack. 14. Does a 14 hit you?
Oh, sir.
All right.
Man. Whatever.
All right. This one does. 25. Does that hit you?
No. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Oh crap.
Well.
Huh? 15 damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay.
Casual.
All right. I need you to do a DC strength throw.
Okay. Oh, that's a 1.
Oh no.
All right. It slashes at you with its massive paw, and it throws you back and knocks you prone.
Oh.
Dang. All right. Okay. Elodia.
Okay, so I guess I'm gonna like notch my bow and see if I can hit it with that.
Okay.
Oh gosh. Does a 15 to hit?
Yep, it does actually.
Okay. 14 damage.
Okay. 14, you said?
Yes.
Solid. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Okay, so we got a nice arrow to the shoulder. All right, Jorgensen, what you got?
I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire.
Okay.
Nice.
So nice. That takes up my turn, right?
Yeah, it's an
let's see.
action, I think.
Yeah. So now everybody can see it very well.
You could
Leviosa.
inspire people with bardic inspiration as a bonus action.
That is true.
My inspiration's a little weird. Sure, okay. Let's see here. Just with words. Why not?
Just give an inspiring speech or something.
A joke, a little quick
Yeah.
liner. Does it have to be a joke?
More meat for the townspeople of Notero!
There we go.
Notero.
So I think
then
everybody
there
gets
you
a
Or one person.
Yeah, who are you inspiring specifically?
Okay, let's see here. Misha is close. So, and I don't want her to die. So I'm going to do Misha. Why not?
Okay. All right, so you've inspired Mishra, and she like raises her bow up, and she's like, "Yeah!" All right. So she gets a D8. She gets a D8, I believe.
I think he may be back down to D6 since
D6.
we're level 4.
Okay, so we'll say she gets a D6. Okay. It is now Maynard's turn.
All right. So did the fairy fire work?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, so I'm going to.
Wait. Let's just. It
Love
did.
you.
So I'm going to. Did it push Silas back away from it whenever it hit him?
Not for real. Not.
Dang
It's still within his area.
What? Said
I'm
not
going-
be back. Oh,
to go like beside Silas, like right beside him, because I can't get in between him. But I'll go right beside him and attack the bear.
Okay.
Now, do I get advantage or am I just a normal attack?
It's just. Why would it be advantaged?
Because of fairy fire.
Um.
That's what fairy fire
it's
does.
Not range. Stick saves. Attack rolls is advantage. See it. Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I missed that part. Yeah, go ahead.
So do I get advantage or would I? Is it just canceling out my disadvantage for it being dark? But it is glowing.
It's you can see it because it's like you're within the fire, kind of like you can definitely see it.
So do I have advantage?
Yes, I would
Okay.
say yes.
I will attack it. Okay, that is a 25
What?
to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Rolled a 19 and a 2.
It's pretty good.
So I will hit it. That's 12 damage. Oh,
Okay.
and I'm booming blading. I'm sorry, I didn't mention, but I do that
Okay.
every time
Okay.
because it's a cantrip.
Okay.
So that's gonna. It doesn't do any damage right now, but if it moves, it'll do damage to it.
Gotcha.
And I'll try and interpose myself between it and Silas, but I don't
Okay.
know if I can.
Okay. Gotcha. So you kind of step between you and between it and Silas. You can kind of stand over Silas. We'll say that because he's prone. Okay.
I stand on Silas.
On him. You're standing on him. Yes. Okay.
No, kidding.
All right. Back to top, buddy.
All right. I'm gonna attack with my pirate gun.
Okay.
Am I rolling disadvantage?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Well, no, it's
Okay.
fairy fired.
But this
He's
isn't
glowing.
really. It's not really anything fairy fire can help.
Oh, I
Drugged
gotcha.
up.
Well,
Yeah,
So-
it's mental.
like if there's no matter how many disadvantages, no matter how many advantages, they cancel out.
I know,
there's
but like
two.
his particular type of disadvantage I'm imposing wouldn't really matter in terms of vision.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Does a 14 hit?
That does hit.
He's hitting anyway.
Sweet.
I'm guessing the bee failed a dexterity throw to get hit by the fairy fire.
Yeah, you can see him. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it did fail.
If I roll a 0 on a d10, is that 10?
That's a 10. Yes.
Oh, okay. Sweet.
Ooh,
So-
Daniel.
Look at hit. Look at Daniel. Look at Buddy.
Buddy,
Yes, I hit.
buddy.
14 damage total.
Nice.
Boom.
So you take a shot with your gun, and this bear just gets smacked. You just like hit it, and it's like in the side of its head, and it just like it looks real hurt now. It's kind of bleeding out of that spot and like dripping on the ground. It looks real bad. Okay. All right. It is now
wait.
Silas.
all
Did I
right.
use my bonus action?
Oh yeah. Go ahead.
The
Sorry.
Ballista thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Do I roll disadvantage on that as well?
Yes.
Okay. 15. Ooh, 2. Probably not gonna hit.
Yeah.
9.
No, it doesn't hit. But that was you had a good run though, buddy. All right. All right. So the force cannon kind of you see it You see the force cannon kind of like spins around a little, and it kind of like misses, kind of acts a little haywire there, but and you can see Buddy kind of like and a little disoriented. All right, and then it's Mishra again, and so she.
Hey, what?
Oh, sorry. No, yes, you're right. I totally skipped you. Okay, yes.
Sorry. Anyway, so I'm gonna stand up. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and then I'll start attacking. So it's 20 something to hit
Okay.
on the first attack.
You have
and then-
advantage too because of fairy fire.
Yeah. And then on the second attack. Second one crits.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I also want to use my branding smite.
Oh, Silas is
okay.
just pulling out all the stops. All the
This
All
stops.
right,
bear-
Silas, what you
This
got?
bear smacked me. All right. So the first one is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3. So 11 plus, and then the second attack 1 plus 4 plus 3. So 8. And then I roll 3d6 for the branding smite. Yeah. Okay, that's a 2. That's a
Whoa.
3. And that's a 3 for radiant damage.
So 8 plus 8 plus what?
Wait,
what did
no,
you-
the first
Did
one was
you-
more than 8.
Okay.
I
The
think
first one was 11, right?
Yeah. I think you
11
said that.
plus, was it 9? 11 plus 9 plus 8?
Did you double the dice on the last one?
I did not.
Ooh.
Gosh.
Okay. So
11 plus
11
9.
plus, well,
Oh.
9 times 2, or 8 times 2, I think. So 11 plus 16 plus 8.
Okay. 35 damage from Silas. Silas, how do you want to finish off this bear?
Dude, I want to chop this bear's freaking head off. Come on.
Not
This
in
dude's-
twain.
This dude
You're not gonna
smacked
cut it in
me.
half.
I mean, that's a fat bear. Come on.
Are you doing the
That
head?
bear.
Yeah, you know, well,
All right,
got
Silas,
a spot on
describe
the
your
wall
moment.
planned out. Man, Silas picks himself up off the ground, just like takes a look at this bear, and then like first attack goes across the midsection, and the second one just straight for the head.
Ooh. So this
And it just,
freaking
like, wait,
hair-
And then like the second attack just like shines with like radiance, you know, because
Yeah.
of the yeah.
So Silas comes up and he kind of does like a roll move to hack this bear on its midsection, and then he's kind of lands his little roll, and then he just goes straight down with like this shining axe, and it just cleaves, and as soon as it makes connection with its neck, you can just see energy like bursting out from the wound, and it just comes straight off, and this bear's head just like flops down and just like rolls. There you go.
We're bear tonight.
And you can see all of the townspeople kind of begin to like peek their head from over the other side of the hill, and some of them just weakly go, "Woo! Yeah! Woo!" And they all kind of come out, and they're joining you guys around this huge bear.
Is this like an abnormally
bow.
large bear?
It's very abnormally large. Yes.
Oh.
It's a
Oh.
sea bear.
Now
Very
draw a
large bear.
circle around the hill.
I pick up the head and I'm just
It's
Sir
heavy.
Maynard, you got that? Okay, Sir Maynard, you got that bag of holding?
Oh, actually, Elodia has it.
Oh
Here.
yeah.
You can have it.
Are you saying you
Oh,
don't want to
Thank
eat
you.
bear brains?
Stuff the head in there.
All right.
You are.
What are we going to do with this?
Eat it.
All right, fine with me.
That ought to feed 30 people.
I just made a page in my notes for what's in the bag of holding. Now I can write something on it.
There you go.
Oh my god. We forgot the meat on the stove.
Oh no!
Yeah, you
On
look
fire.
over. You look over, and your deer meat has been very charred.
Oh,
Ugh, cooking
was
is
done.
hard.
Mishra picks it up and she's like, and she tries to take a bite, and it just is like, "Arr," And it kind of like disintegrates a little, but is also like really hard. And she's just like, oh my gosh.
Jorgensen's going to take out his axe, be like, I have no idea how to cook this, but I will help you butcher it. Starts going ham on the
You-
legs.
Oh gosh.
He's just mutilating this bear, and Elodia's just like, oh my gosh, what is this?
If somebody could please help me tend to my wounds, and then I can help direct how to properly take this thing apart without mutilating it to hamburger meat. So, but
I'll extend the healing potion to you.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I
I'll
guess I
take
should.
it.
I guess I should stop then.
How much
For
does
now.
the healing potion do?
For now.
1d4 plus your,
Is it 1d4 plus 1?
I think something like that. Let's see.
Plus
I
one.
think it's usually plus however many d4s you rolled.
Healing potion. I always forget, and I have a note with it on there, but I never write it. 2d4 plus 2.
Okay.
I have a little thing, and I never have it
Six.
with me that I write
8.
it on.
I got 8 back.
Okay. Nice.
Okay. Thank you, Sir Maynard. That I feel a lot better.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
what? We're in the garage.
Huh?
I wasn't paying attention.
Sorry, I'm packing for a trip.
Oh.
Oh,
Nice. Where are we going?
Puerto Rico tomorrow morning.
Oh, shoot.
Wow. Cool.
So,
So I guess I go like carve up the meat and you know, and I show Jorgensen how to do it, you know, like take him step by step. But like
I
polite,
see.
like I'm not rude about it. I'm just like, you know, I'm teaching him stuff.
I see.
okay, so at this moment, we will cut back to Endurance and Galt.
Okay.
So you have walked towards, and on the horizon, you see a lantern light hung onto a wagon.
Okay. How far? Like in the horizon?
Just like it's coming towards you pretty quickly. It's like it's like coming up on you.
Okay. I'm gonna call out and be like, hello? Can anyone hear me? Hello?
And so this rickety wagon comes towards you, and it looks like one of those wagons that's like it's like completely closed. It's like a building on a wagon. Looks like a little house on a wagon with the 2 lanterns coming off on the side. And you see somebody riding on the front, you know, with the horse obviously going on here. And you see somebody with like a hood over them, and they're kind of like, and you can the wagon kind of slows down next to you, and you see the face under this hood is that of about a middle, probably 40-year-old woman, with a long straw blonde braid off to the side, and she kind of stops, and she's like, hold on, let me turn some music on. She kind of pulls over, and she's just like, oi, what you got there?
My friend here has been badly injured and needs help, and I'm trying to get him to Miss Truffle as quickly as possible. I know you're currently heading away from there, but if you could help me, or if you know of someone who could help me, that would be very helpful. He's not in a good way at all.
And so she like kind of hops down off of her wagon, and you can see that she's a pretty tall lady, like pretty like sturdily built, and she walks up and she looks over down at Galt in your arms, and Galt is kind of half awake, and he's like, And she's like, yeah, quite the little fella you have there.
Yeah, he's yeah, managed to get himself into a world of hurt.
Yeah, looks pretty rough. What'd he get into?
Well, I'm not sure you know of these creatures, but in the mountains, I'll just gesture back, which are mountains which I have been in for quite a long time, it seems. There are some really ghastly creatures running around, and his town of Notero, I don't know if you've heard of it, but it was.
Yes, it's actually where I was headed.
Well, please do not go there. That it is destroyed. It is overrun with these creatures called cacathorans that killed most of his people. Me and my friends who are back there, a good ways, we saved or he helped to save maybe 30, but the rest of them died. It's a wasteland. There's nothing there.
And she kind of like gets a closer look and she's like, hey, you're the little fella that runs the tavern, aren't you? And he's like, yeah. She's like, I know him. I see him when I go through there, do my trading. And she's like, yeah, load up. I'll take you back to Miss Drethel.
Thank you.
Mr.
It means a lot. So I'll put him in the back of the wagon.
She kind of opens up the little thing and she opens up the back and it looks like a small little, it looks like a little home inside her little wagony thing. And it's kind of like well lit inside and she's got like a little bird cage with a little songbird in there and it looks like she's got a little bed, but then also kind of in also like the other half of her wagon, she's got some crates and things. And so she's like, you can just lay him on the bed there. I'll clean it up later.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and I'll do that as gently as possible.
And so she's like, you can ride up here with me.
All right. So I'll awkwardly, because I have like giant horns, get out of the wagon and go back up front.
And she extends her hand to you and she's like, name's Mara. What's your name?
I'll shake her hand. Endurance. Pleased to meet you under unfortunate circumstances, but you know.
Yeah, I know. She's like, all right, well, I guess there's no reason for me to be going that way anyway now. And so she's like, all right, Alejandro, let's make a turn. And so she has the horse. He kind of like whinnies a little, and she kind of pulls him around on this not super wide path, but she manages to get him turned back around. And she's like, all right, boy, let's pick up the pace. And she kind of gives him a little tap tap. He starts picking up the pace the opposite direction. You guys are moving a good pace right now. And she's like, so, you don't exactly look like the Noteran type.
Oh, not exactly. No, I can't say I'd be eager to go back anytime soon. Kind of a long story about why I was there. Honestly, it seems like, I just, after what I've seen in the city, it makes me not want to think about it anymore. A lot of horrors happened there even before we made a mess of things.
Sure. Well, yeah, it's a shame, I guess. There's good trade up there. A lot of goods to be sold. They're always looking for something to be bought. So I always just take my crap up there and sell it for pretty good money. Somebody always buys it.
Yes. Yeah. Well, I hope that more traders will get word sooner rather than later about what's happened there, because it is pretty recent what happened to that city. I would say within a week. Probably.
Yeah. You know, we usually get shipments of goods from up there, down to Miss Drethel. ferrite and stuff like that. So I guess we were bound to happen to find out sooner or later. I guess I'm just the first one. I guess I can be the bearer of bad news.
So, and I'll just kind of like, I feel like Endurance is kind of bad at social interaction sometimes, but she'll just kind of be like, so, how long have you been trading?
I mean, I say it's trading. It's more I just take my garbage my husband doesn't let me keep, and I just kind of dump it up there for a little bit of coin. Pretty good business, if I do say so myself.
Sounds nice. Nicer than what I do, I guess. Not to say I don't enjoy what I do, but come to think of it, I don't even know what I do anymore.
Well, you ever heard of rummage sales?
I'll just kind of look like that, kind of inquisitive, be like, I can't say I have.
Well, I tell you, that's my trade is rummage sales, really. We just go around from house to house, and I see what I can find, what I can pick up, treasures and whatnot. That's why my husband says I gotta dump out my stuff every once in a while, is because I pick all this stuff up at rummage sales. Just everybody's crap, you know. Get good things from time to time, but hey, like this little fella. And she kind of reaches back into her little wagon. She opens a little window and pulls something out, and she's just like, look at this. And it's just this like weird little monkey doll looking thing. And she's just like, I got this guy the other day. Ain't nice, this collectible.
Ah, yeah, I can see the charm.
You know how much this is worth? A lot. I was finna sell it up there in Notero. They love weird crap like this. They sell it for a lot of money. It's a shame. Hey, you should come rummaging with me sometime. I think you'd like it.
Oh.
Pick up some weird stuff.
Maybe so. Yeah, if they, yeah, I think I might scare the people a bit, but if they're not frightened, then maybe so. Who knows where the future will take me?
Yeah, and your friend can come too if he makes it.
Yeah, I'll just kind of look back. Can I look back in there and see?
Yeah, you can look in the little window.
Okay, like, Galt, you're still breathing.
And he's like, yep, I am.
Yeah. Nice. Keep doing that. Let's turn back around.
I'll do my best. And he's like, hey, wait a minute. I might be able to breathe a little better if I had a hand to hold.
Don't push it.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's a little far. Well, soon. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, you guys are just kind of riding into the night, and after a few hours there, you eventually, it's probably a good extra 2 hours into it, and you finally arrive in Miss Drethel, and it is dead of night.
Okay. So where, I guess whereabouts in the town do we arrive? How close is it to where we were?
You guys pull into the town, and so she's like, where you want to go? You want a infirmary?
Yeah, I think that's the best course of action.
Yeah, of course. And so she takes you up to kind of this one building, and it's not a great looking building, but you can see a little sign on the outside, and it's kind of got a little red cross on it. and she's like, well, this is the best you're gonna find around here. And so she goes and she knocks on the door. Hey, Kylie. Hey. And so out kind of opens the door is this very short older woman, very skinny looking, gaunt cheekbones with this nighty cap on, and she's like, what do you want? And Mara's like, we got sat back here in a bad sort of way. Looks pretty gnarly. And she's like, fine. You antlers. Pick him up, bring him in.
Okay. So I'm gonna turn around real fast and go get him.
So pick him up, bring him in. She's like, sit him on this bed here. And so she like takes her nighty cap off and she like puts on this other little hat and it looks like a little paper hat. And she like puts her hair back and she rolls her sleeves up and puts this little gown on. And she peels back his little wound, his little dress, and she's like, all right, what do we got? What are we looking at here? And she's like, oh, yeah, this is bad. What exactly happened to this guy?
Oh, well, he, as far as I know, do you know what Cackathor?
Okay, details. We need details. Just short details. Was it a slice? Was it a infection? What are we looking at here?
Slash by big Cacathoran creatures. I don't know.
Monster slash. Got it. All right, I'm on it. And so she goes over to her little cabinet and she whips it open and she grabs a few things off of it and she grabs some little suture stuff and she comes back over to him and she's like, all right. And she's like, hey, we got some granulation tissue here. I like to see that. And so she comes through and she like takes all this gauze and she starts wiping away all the extra grossness and whatever. And she's like, hey, it's probably gonna have a pretty nasty scar since this stuff's already grown up so much, but hey. And she's like, how fresh is this wound?
Galt, do you recall exactly when you were injured?
A few days ago, probably. Yeah, and so she's like, oh, okay. And she's like, oh, he's still conscious? And she hands him a bottle and she's like, here, drink this. And so he's like, okay. And she's like, and he just says, this is just whiskey. And she's like, yeah, just take the whole bottle. And he just, okay. And so you can see Galt, it takes a few minutes, but he's finally like, and she's like, he's gonna have a hell of a scar, but you know, we're gonna save this man's life today. And so she goes in and she comes up with her sutures and she just starts working on him and everything and gets him all sewn up. And she's like, hands you this little bag and she's like, here, 2 of these each day for a week.
Okay.
You're responsible, okay?
Yes.
All right.
No, you.
So I'm gonna like, as soon as she hands that to me, I'm gonna kind of look at her and be like, his town was destroyed, and there are a few others that were also injured, not as gravely as he was, but pretty severely so, and they're going to need help, and I think it's going to be help that, I don't know, supplies, anything, like gauze, if there's anything I could get for them. I mean, do you have any supplies I could get?
Sure. And so she runs over and she grabs like a couple like kits and things and she brings them and she's like, here, these are just basic kits, gauze, dressings, things like that. Couple antiseptics. And she's like, couple vials of whiskey in there, never know. Just small size, but and then she hands you a bottle and she's like, here, any infection, give him 2 of these every day for a week, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, if anybody's got anything bad, just bring them on over. I'll take care of them.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Very kind of you to do this for him.
And she's like, she hands you a piece of paper and she's like, you the wife?
Me, is she handing this to me or the?
Yeah, you.
No. Think of it as guilty party, but someone who like has.
Listen, honey, you don't got to explain the details. I know how these things go, but you're responsible for him right now, right?
Yes.
That's what I thought. She hands you the paper and she's like, please sign here at the bottom saying I'm not liable if anything goes awry. Perfect. Takes paper, files it real quick. And she's like, all right, well, if you got anybody else, send them my way. And she's like, I'll be billing you.
All right. Thank you again. Thank you.
Yep.
We were heading here. My people and I were heading here anyway. So there will be more of us within a few days.
All right, great. Well, if you can bring them between 9 and 4, that would be optimal.
All right. I will
9 a.m. to 4 p.m., please.
I will do my best to do that.
Yeah, thanks. All right. So Galt has been stabilized. His wounds have been cleaned up, fixed up, and you've got some sort of antibiotic for him. And he is currently drunk, but he's okay.
Okay. All right. What time is it right now?
Probably like 4 a.m., 5, like 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
And there's like a tavern inn area.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's the one you guys originally were at, yeah.
How drunk is he?
He's pretty out of it. Like, he can maybe respond to some things.
Okay. All right. I guess I'll just grab him again and walk towards the inn.
All right. So, snatch him up, take him to the inn. You walk in, and there's only like one like bartender there, and he's like pretty wide-eyed at this point. It's like 4 a.m.
Yep. Okay. I need a room for my friend. He's going through a lot right now, and I think a room would be good, just for the night, or possibly. Yeah.
And so he looks at you and he's like, "Hey, you were here like a week ago, weren't you? What is it? 2 weeks ago? Something like that?"
Oh, yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah, yeah, I was here. It was like a lifetime ago at this point, but yeah, I was.
Well, glad to have you back. After, I like to see returning faces. Yeah, no problem. Go on up. Room. Do you need a floor? All right. Room 3's all yours. All right. You got room 3. Open it up. Nice big bed. Got some furniture. There you go.
Okay. I'm just gonna put him on the bed because he is totally out of it. And there's nothing else in there of use, right?
There's like a chair, table, a wardrobe, chest.
Okay. I'm probably hungry by this point. I would think. Okay. I'm gonna like leave him there if he's out of it, right? He's like, is he asleep at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna leave him there, and I'm gonna go back downstairs and go up to the innkeeper guy. Do you by chance have any food available? I'm not picky.
Of course. Got breakfast started. You want something?
Sure. Just yeah, anything really. I'm hungry.
I got you. So he rolls in, comes back out, full Mistrethelian breakfast. Eggs, pork, some oatmeal on the side,
Okay.
bean juice. It's great.
Nice.
Coffee. That's coffee, guys. Bean juice. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
I was thinking not that.
Mm.
All right, guys. It's coffee. So there you go.
Okay.
Pinto bean juice.
That's what I was thinking. Like baked beans.
Guys.
I'm just gonna like completely inhale it, like not even trying to be like, I don't know, like manners are gone. I'm just
That's
inhaling.
what she said.
Oh. All right. I'm just gonna eat everything pretty much.
Yeah. All right. And so he kind of is like, wow. You want another one?
No, that's plenty.
All right.
And at this point, I'm starting to like food coma a little bit. So I'm just gonna. Does Miss Truffle? Well, no. I guess I'll go back upstairs or whatever. So, I'll I guess walk back upstairs, and it's just like a straight up floor, right? Wooden floor. I'm just gonna straight up fall asleep on the floor.
All right. So you curl up and on the floor.
Yep. And I'm gonna conk out because I am very tired after running a lot of miles.
Yeah. So she conks out. They're conked out. All right. Cut back to everybody else. Bear meat. Bear meat has been cooked.
Bear meat.
Bear meat. Eating.
It's a little It's a little chewier than I imagined.
I like it. I've never had bear before. It's pretty good.
Pretty gamey.
Little, yes.
I kind of feel bad for eating such a magnificent creature, but it did look scary.
Just gonna quietly eat my food. I'm so tired. I still have like the bear slash across my cheek.
Oh no.
I'm okay. I'm just like out of it.
Yeah, that bear took a chunk out of us.
Not me.
One
I
of
feel
us.
Like feel like I'm eating its soul.
Poor bear. He probably had a family, you know.
Well, if we didn't eat him, he was going to eat us.
Maybe he
think
was
about
just
it.
trying to feed his family. He's just
Do
a
you want to-
bear.
Be his family's food?
I mean, no. But, like, I understand it.
Well,
Okay.
there's no going back now.
Yeah, it tastes too good anyway.
Do we do something with like the fur? Can't we like turn that into something?
Blanket.
Like a nice rug.
A hat. A stole.
I think a blanket would be cool.
It'd be warm.
Make 2.
Bet
Or
it could be
4.
4 blankets?
Maybe it's Big Bear.
Big bear. It'd be too heavy to carry just by itself.
True.
The blanket. If it was one big
That-
blanket.
That would be more efficient. I was thinking one giant blanket, which sort of a
A
waste.
mega blanket. We could all cuddle together under the mega blanket.
This is true.
Wouldn't it be great?
Maybe small blanket is good. Maybe 4 blankets is good.
Well, I'm in favor of the mega blanket. I've been sold now.
I feel like it would be a fire. It would be a danger. Fire. I
Hazard?
can't think of it. Yep.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
A fire hazard.
I kind of like my own space. So
oh, well, okay. I hope
What
endurance
time?
is okay. Sorry.
I guess she'll come back in the morning. Did we set a time for her to meet us back?
I'm
Are
not
we supposed to
sure.
meet her? Or I don't even know what our plan is from here.
Tomorrow. I guess we're making a plan for tomorrow morning.
I mean, I think as long as we head that way, we'll run into her at some point.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Unless she ran away with Galt. I mean, you never know.
Never know.
They did
We
seem
get-
to make a lovely couple.
Hmm.
It's always the ones you least expect.
Well, we've got to trash. We've got to get rid of these Noteroans eventually.
Did you just call them trash?
Did you trash?
We need to.
Gotta get rid of this trash Notero.
You have to dump the trash. Oh.
I mean, they are slowing us down.
Jorgensen. Shh.
No, okay. Take it back. I'm sorry, Notero.
You wanted to do this. Now you're okay. All right.
We did it.
gonna-
We're doing it. We can. Let's just get it to fruition.
Okay.
I'm tired of these small children looking at me hungrily.
They're all
Well,
being
everybody's
fed right
eating now. Yeah.
I don't have any more food.
There's plenty. That bear was over probably 500 pounds.
They're
It's just like
dying, they're
small.
still hungry.
There's just like small malnourished kids like watching you, like, and you're just like, get away.
They're just all huddled around Jorgensen.
It's like,
Their
I'm sick
their
of seeing
families are
him.
here.
Sick of seeing this trash.
I can't fight these children. Take me away from them.
Oh.
Oh man.
Bend
Oh,
like paper.
what?
If I were to fight them,
Oh my god.
they're very weak.
Oh lord. Okay.
Anyway, Elodia, are you okay now?
Honestly, I think I'm gonna go to bed.
Okay.
I've had enough. I've had enough for today.
Good night.
So with that, I kind of like take up my whatever little plate I have left and like go to my little I guess bedroll. I don't know, like wherever I'm gonna sleep. Okay.
Yeah.
And just kind of try to hunker down.
Well, should we take turns keeping watch?
Sure.
Suppose.
I could go first if you'd like. And then someone could go after me, and then someone after them.
This is how it usually works.
So,
I'll go after you.
all right. I'll wake you up whenever.
Okay.
Good night. Good men. Good night,
Good man.
friends.
Yes. We all shake hands and then walk away.
We shake like this. Maynard
shake
puts
like
both
men.
his hands out.
It's a men handshake after eating their bear that they just killed.
Yep.
Gosh.
We do the thing where we put our hands in the flies of our pants and shake hands.
I don't want to do that.
Well, we can demonstrate on potty break, okay? All right. Let's take a quick break, guys. I'm gonna pause this and let's take a quick break. All right.
Hey,
All right, and we're back.
you're back.
So the party has decided to take watches and go to sleep. So first watch, who's up?
Me.
Okay, Maynard. You spend a couple hours.
Do I need to roll perception or anything?
Sure, go ahead.
Disadvantage because I'm a human.
Probably so.
Okay, 11.
Okay.
No, 10.
Yeah, you don't really see much. Nothing's really going on. It's all pretty peaceful, actually.
Okay.
Got anything you want to ponder to yourself or anything?
Sure, I'll ponder to myself.
Okay. Ponders to self. Great. All right. First shift over. All right. Wait a minute. Who's second shift?
Jordan.
Okay, hold on. Okay, Jorgensen.
Mhm.
All right, your shift is up.
Okay.
Roll perception.
Yep. 6.
Okay. Nothing happens. You don't see anything happening. You don't even see any people moving around. You are oblivious and spaced out. Yep.
Rock, 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 rock.
Are you pondering anything to yourself?
Really just thinking about what we're gonna do the next day.
Mm.
Like, are we gonna meet up with her? Is Galt okay?
Here, while he's pondering, think I want to come up and like just kind of not like come up behind him, but like come up behind him. You know what I mean, right?
Yep. Okay.
And just kind of like tap him on the shoulder.
Yep.
Just like more towards the end of his shift, but
Mm-hmm.
just like, How are you doing, Jorgensen?
I'm doing okay so far. Everything's sort of coming together, you could say. I hope everything works out.
Yeah, so do I. Jorgensen, why is it that you have so much mistrust for me?
Well, you come from another dimension, you're pretty strong, but really, when it comes down to it, you're only, following masked orders. And I know what happens whenever someone follows masks. Things don't quite go the way you want them to.
Gotcha. Well, hopefully I can prove myself to you in the coming trials.
I guess I hope so too. I mean, trust is a two-way street, and eventually, your works will show for themselves. And the real test is going to be between our party and Mask. And you'll probably at some point have to choose a side.
I don't believe that Mask is your enemy.
I've seen quite terrible things come of Sir Mask. So,
well, Mask has done both great and terrible things, just depending on what your perspective is. It's not all one-dimensional.
Sure.
It's quite literally multi-dimensional.
Yes. Well, we'll see. Definitely. You have promised, but we'll definitely see whenever it comes to pass. I hope it doesn't happen without our knowing that you suddenly choose to pick a side. It would be nice to have at least a heads up.
Mask is not our enemy.
Okay. He might not be your enemy, but he could definitely be ours.
Okay.
Heck, he was ours.
All right. If that's how you see that.
So if you want to be friends for now, then let's be friends for now.
Well, I see no reason to hold each other at odds. At ends, whatever.
All right. We're on the same ground. Now that we're on the same ground, would you like to play rock, paper, shears?
Sure. Yeah, I can go for a round.
Alrighty. Can we roll for this?
Just play it.
It's a little messed up because we got a delay, but okay. Second. All right. So we're gonna play rock, paper, shears, and then we're gonna put it on shears. So
Wait, we're gonna what?
Put it on shears, like rock, paper, shears. Rock, paper, shears.
Okay.
Okay. Rock, paper, shears.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, that.
Oh.
Wow.
You can close your eyes and do it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like just.
Okay.
No. I already lost it. It's fine.
Best
with all the. I'm fine with that one. With all the rock stuff you've been interacting with, I am very surprised.
Yes, you came in at a disadvantage. I am the victor.
Really? I suppose I have been bested. All right. And then I'll start my shift.
So Jorgensen goes to sleep. Okay. So, Silas, you start your shift. Go ahead and roll me a perception check, please.
22.
So you
Me.
are watching across the kind of horizon line, and as you're watching down the paths, you notice that from the direction of Notero, you see several figures walking towards you in the darkness.
And that's coming towards the camp?
Coming towards you.
Okay.
And as you kind of look, you see them kind of step into your view because you kind of heard them coming first. And you
Wait,
can
how
see
close
it
are
is-
they?
They're a good bit off. Like whatever your field of distance is, you can see you
Okay.
notice them immediately, but you heard them before that. And as they step into your view, they are one very giant man, one very short man, one lady with an axe, and one man with a particularly interesting blade. They are the Fantastic Four that you guys saw from Notero.
So I would recognize them, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to like sort of sneak in their direction.
Make a stealth check.
Oh, that's a 1.
No.
No.
So immediately,
Good.
one of the one in front with the particularly interesting blade calls out to you and says something in a foreign tongue.
Okay. I'll approach, like continue walking towards them, and, like kind of hail, you know. Hey.
Mm-hmm. And as he approaches, you see that he takes his sword out of his hilt, still sheathed, and he holds it up to you, kind of like holding on to the bladed part, and he
Okay.
lowers it.
I hold yeah. Hold up an empty an empty hand.
He holds it up.
I'll summon my pack blade and then hold that by like the battle axe.
There
Gotcha.
you go.
Okay,
There we
there you go. So
That's a lot better.
so he takes his blade and he lowers it and he nods to you and he sets it on the ground. And he kind of shakes his head and the rest of them kind of do the same. And she takes her axe off her back and sets it on the ground, and the other guy takes his like massive great sword, like practically looks like a buster sword, it's huge, and sets it on the ground, and the other guy doesn't have anything, so he's just standing there.
Okay. I also unsummoned my pack blade.
And so he kind of motions and says something to the lady, and you can see her kind of mutter something under her breath, and you can see like these blue words coming off of her breath, almost like in a cloud. And
Blue words?
Yeah, and they like kind of like
And is
form
that
out
stuff
of
that
air.
I recognize?
No, they're just like they're symbols, and you don't really know what they are.
Okay.
And she kind of speaks them, and this like kind of like smoke begins to kind of settle over all of you.
Over all of us? Okay.
And he looks at you and says, "Hail. Who might you be?"
Hail. I'm Silas. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Good to meet you as well.
Do you speak this language?
No. But my friend here, she is able to allow us to speak in many tongues.
Good. Well,
Well, I assume you've been waiting for us.
yeah. I've been waiting, anticipating your arrival.
We have also been waiting to meet you as well. I assume you are the people that helped those others escape that city.
Yes, we escorted them out with your assistance.
Of course. We are grateful that you were there to be of assistance to those people. And he kind of says, is there anywhere we might sit and have a discussion?
Yes, we have a camp set up further down along this trail.
If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah, and I'll lead them over to it.
And so the four of them kind of follow on with you. And you guys get to the camp. And everybody is still kind of asleep. So.
Alright. I'll wake up Sir Maynard and Jorgensen, Elodia, and
What?
What?
oh yeah, everyone basically, everyone in our party.
Yeah.
Is there something wrong?
Happened.
What? Explain
These
yourself.
guys are here.
Who?
I just witnessed. Guys?
The Magic Four,
Oh,
the crazy Quattro, those guys.
Fire people?
I suppose. Yeah, one of them.
One of them?
I'll get up.
Okay.
So
I'm up.
you all get up, and just to refresh us all on what they look like, let me share screen.
Yeah, I meant that like one of them does fire stuff, I think.
Okay. Can you guys see?
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Now I can.
So this is the one that was talking to you, Ben. This is the one that spoke the words, and then the remaining two.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, which one spoke the words? I'm sorry.
She did.
Ah.
Okay. Stop share.
Bet her name's Balahira.
Wow. Thank you.
I have
No,
a
it's
sneaking
not
suspicion.
actually.
Not something connected.
I don't get it.
But the big guy's nickname's Marshall.
Ah, you are so what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for?
Incorrect.
Yeah.
Prophet. A
No.
prophet.
So
Okay.
they kind of come to you and they stand before you, and the guy with the sword kind of puts a hand across his chest and he bows to you all, and the other ones do the same.
I'll bow back.
Yeah.
And I
Uh,
nod
And
Bow.
on my head.
and the guy asks, he says, "May we sit with you?"
Yes.
Sure.
And so he has a seat and he kind of motions to the rest of them, and they all kind of have a seat behind him.
Do you need food?
And he says, "No need. Thank you, though." And he says, "Is everyone tended to? Does anyone need help?"
I think everyone's stable. I mean, there are still a few that are injured, of course.
Might we have a look at them?
Of course.
And he kind of motions to the girl, and he's like, "Bala." And she stands up and she kind of goes towards the group of people. And he kind of asks you guys, "Do any of you need anything?"
I could use some more sleep.
And he kind of gives a little bow and he says, "Forgive us for interrupting. We just so happened to arrive at an unfortunate time. Apologies."
Oh, it should be us thanking you. You saved us back in Notero.
We were in quite a spot.
Indeed, I believe the whole town was We're very grateful that we arrived when we did.
Do you know a lot about of the Cacathorns?
Those creatures. No. Only what I suppose has been passed through the grapevine and through stories of traveling to this city. I've only been here but once before.
What brings you? Oh, sorry.
I hadn't seen them previously. I had only heard of them.
You mean here as in Notero?
Yes, yes. But
So, who sent you here? Why did you come to Notero? You seemed like you, from what Jorgensen said, just came in and knew that there was a threat there and you were taking them out.
we came because we lost contact with Notero. Notero is a very important place of trade. They sent lots of the green mineral to us in our city.
All right.
Yes. We were supposed to receive shipments fairly regularly from the people that live there and from the bronze and from the giants, and we had not received it. It was late, so we were sent to find it, investigate it.
So, who are you with?
Yeah, you were sent by who?
We are with the city of Narncross.
Narncross?
Yes.
How do you spell that?
Narnkross.
Say that one more time, please.
Narnkross.
Narnia. Got
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, everybody writes this down.
Narncross.
Narncross.
I will
pretend
forget.
to write it.
Huh.
I can have the excuse because I'm not supposed to be like, no.
We were sent from the city to look for the green mineral.
Where is the city?
It is near the border of Lycosium and Keverel.
Do I know what those are?
Yeah, you would. It's kind of lots of elves are there because it's on that border. It's a big city. It's a big city-state specifically. It owns a lot of territory kind of on that border between Keverel and Lycosium.
Lycosium.
Do I know of anything about this city?
It's pretty big. They do a lot of creative stuff, like a lot of building. They kind of fall under this umbrella of like Lycosium as a whole being like very creative, very like invention oriented and things like that. Now they're not as big or as advanced as Lycosium City it is itself, but it is still pretty substantial.
Advanced as in like technology or magic or
Yeah, like Lycosium, I would say Narncross kind of blends some of the elements of like nature and technology, while Lycosium itself is like purely technology. Lycosium, the city, has a lot of universities, a lot of like new ideas, new inventions. That's where Buddy's from. But Narncross is somewhat smaller, still takes some influences from that, but also takes some influences from like Kerverel, because Kerverel is very like nature-y sort of, but then it's very like beautiful, lots of elves, but then also there's the influence of Nelia, the ancient of knowledge and wisdom, that kind of influenced that as well.
I wouldn't know anything about but I'm from the northern side of
You would
Kerberos.
know about Narncross. You would know that it's like a large city and there's lots of elves there. You wouldn't know much about it, but like that you would know it's a pretty substantial city.
Okay.
I know she's not here, but would Endurance, do you think, know?
I think all of you probably would. Maybe the only one I don't know if they would have any ideas. Jorgensen, and also Silas, you would know geographically like where it would be located just because it's between those borders, but you probably don't know much about the city because you don't get into the real normal plane very often. So the rest of you would kind of know about it. But the guy motions to you, Elodia, and is like, Are you from Cavrel? Are you from one of our cities?
Yes, but up north. I believe y'all are further south than where I hail from.
Where are you from?
I'm near the border. I'm originally from the border. What is the northern kingdom?
Estradi.
Where Estradi. So I'm from kind of the wood between that borders Estradi and Caravarel.
And he kind of looks over at the big guy and kind of looks over at his other friend, just glances really casually. They just kind of exchange glances. And he kind of looks at you and says, Have there been any disturbances, might I ask? Have you in Cavrel?
I mean, how far are we talking? What year range are you talking about? Because there's a lot that's been happening, but it was in the past.
Past several years, maybe.
I mean, personally for me, yes, but I mean, not so much in the world at large, but I hear whisperings and stuff. I haven't been in a while.
Whisperings. Of what sort?
I don't know if I want to discuss it here right now, but I mean...
Of course, I will not oppose. Might we learn your names?
Yes, I'm Sir Maynard.
And I'll kind of bow to you.
Whoa, Jorgensen? Oh, sorry.
You're good?
And they kind of give a quick little bow.
And I'm Elodia.
This is Buddy.
Hello.
Where are you from, Sir Elf?
I am from Lycisium.
Ah, so you're a southern one.
Oh, you can say that.
And what are all of your names?
And he says, I'm Sugi. And the big guy says, and I'm Marshall. And the other guy says, and I'm Tareem. And Sugi says, motions over there, and he's like, and that is Balahira, or Bala as we like to call her.
It was good to meet all of you.
Yes, indeed. And very nice to meet all of you as well.
So are you all like part of the government, or are you just mercenaries?
And Bala walks over and she kind of rejoins and takes her spot next to Sugi. And she kind of hears you say this, and she kind of gives a look to Sugi. And he kind of says, we are only mercenaries.
So what has brought you? So you regularly come to Notero, or is this
No, this
special
is
circumstance?
Yes, special circumstances.
Now that you've been here and extinguished the flames, what's your next move?
Well, I suppose we will have to find a new source of ferrite. Hopefully soon. Yes.
suppose you could try to repopulate the town that's been destroyed.
We did not quite have that in mind. Perhaps we will find traders from our own city that might be able to make camp here and perhaps take over whatever mining situation they had going on.
Why is ferrite so important? Why does Narncross need it so badly?
Well, and you can see that Bella kind of shoots a look at him. And he says, you see, it powers our technology and our machines. And we are in need of them. And then he kind of looks at her, and she kind of is looking at him still, and she's like, and he looks back at you all, and specifically Elodia, and he says, what is it that was happening in Kervarel?
You want to, it's a little hard for me to talk about, but there's, at least when I left, there was a maniac, a genocidal maniac going across the land.
And you see all of them, they kind of perk up, and he looks at you and he says, do you know of the Pale Rider?
I think I know who you're referring to, yeah.
And Bella looks at you and locks eyes with you. And they all just kind of stop for a second. And Bella speaks up and says, what do you know of him?
Know him far too well.
What?
He killed my family.
What?
As he's done to many. And soon will far more if we cannot shore up our defenses.
That's why I was over here. I was trying to train up to seek him, to find him. I haven't heard of where he's been. People haven't been, there's no word of his whereabouts at all that I know of.
And Marshall speaks up and says, our sources have told us he's been amassing many, many, many followers in the north, and he moves south. He will soon be at the border, and we believe that he will march on Narncross.
I heard rumors that he was moving south, but not specifically where. So
we have reason to believe that his forces are beyond just mortal means. We don't know exactly what's going on there, but something's off. And we would appreciate any sort of information that anyone may have about his source, about anything about him.
I heard anything about this?
Nope.
No.
Nobody else knows what the heck is going on here.
all I know is that this Pale Rider, as he calls himself, his name is Azimentus. He believes he's been sent by one of the gods to purify the elven race from half-bloods like me. I don't know exactly where he draws his power from. He's from what my father told me, he swore that it was from the gods themselves. But that is all I know about him. He is twisted, horrible, unspeakable. I can't even. What he does to people, I've experienced firsthand, and it's.
You're saying this man is committing genocide against half elves?
He wants to purify the elven race.
And Sugi speaks up and says, "Oh, it is beyond just elves at this point."
He's gone just twisted.
Unfortunately. You said his name was Azaventus. Thank you.
No, I'm not here. But like, I want to know what other races he's. Wait, who else is he going after? Like, I know, I know I can't like.
What other races is he going after?
There has been no rhyme or reason. He has attacked many cities through Kervarel and on the fringe of Lyceum.
Recently?
His army it's becoming more and more frequent. It began as small militias, all flying under the same banner. And our scouts have said that a larger army is amassing and is coming towards Narncross. We have alerted some of the other major cities in Lyceum, but we can't get into contact with any of the northern cities through Kervarel or... I mean, we don't really have any connections in Estradi, but we have no connection to Herath Abbey in terms of communication. Kervarel itself is crawling with these golden faces.
Golden faces.
That is their trademark, I suppose, is their armor. They have golden faces.
The Pale Man's armor.
Yes.
Or the Pale Rider.
He is called the Pale Rider because he rides a pale griffin.
Oh. That's scary.
I had a dream about this. This is all too familiar.
And he kind of gives a glance to you and is like, "You had a dream about this?"
Yes, back in Maragatha's, back right before we resurrected Buddy. I thought it was just one of my nightmares, but I saw him. I saw as you mentioned, astride a white griffin. Is that why they call him the Pale Rider now?
Yes.
He had an army amassed down in the south, marching. I don't know where. It wasn't clear.
Goodness. Well, let's pray this is just a vision of the future and is not happening presently, or we won't make it back in time. Our scouts had him placed a little bit further north, so at least still in Kervarel, so hopefully everything's okay.
So, has Narncross hired all of you to try and find this guy?
There are other soldiers dealing with that. We were just sent to take care of this particular matter since it is of the utmost importance.
Are you originally from Kervarel personally, or
No, I am from Narncross through and through.
Okay.
Do I know, like, do people in Narncross speak a different language or something?
Yeah. It's when... So, Elodia, you haven't really heard their language spoken, but Silas could probably Silas could pick this out as well.
It's like a mix of Elvish.
It's got some like
I
pieces
know
of like,
Elvish.
okay, so
I
it's
can
got some
pick it
like
out.
pieces of Elvish in there. It's not completely, but you can tell that since your people spoke, it's like a different kind of dialect. It's not
Gotcha.
anything you could you would know well enough to be able to speak it, but it sounds close enough that you're like, okay, wait, maybe this word is this word, but
Well, I knew he was amassing. I knew there were followers of him, but I never thought he could sway so many. Just the gall of it.
well, we could certainly use all the help we could get in this matter. So, should any of you decide you would like to do mercenary work, we would love to have you on board. But I completely understand if you would like to turn this down. This is a matter for our people. And hopefully, whatever happens will stop it with Darn Cross and it will not spread farther, but we will surely pray to the gods for that.
Why is his main mission to go to Narncross? Are they just another one in the path, or?
We believe that we are just another one in his path, but hopefully we will be able to stop him there.
I know you don't know for sure, but do you have a guess on how long it would take him to arrive from now?
We hope at least a week or two. With an army that big, surely they can't move very quickly. They'll have to stop and rest and regroup and make sure they're prepared enough to make the attack. When we left, they gave it about 2 weeks.
So is that where you all are headed now?
Well, given the situation here, we may have to stop and hire some townspeople in Mistrethel or somewhere to do some work up here, since we've cleared it of the Cacathorns, hopefully.
So, Diema, what is like where
Just call
where
me Diema.
You just
Yeah.
called DM.
Damn.
Wow.
So where are we like on the map? We're like north?
Mistrethel is like almost parallel to Narncross on the map.
Oh, okay.
So Narncross is probably farther west.
So where they're talking about he's been going through is north of us.
Yes, he's been going through Caravarel, but Narncross is so close to the border, like you get word of things that are happening kind of back and forth through there.
So it's Ostrati up here, and then this is Caravarel, and we're down here in Lyceum.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. For some reason, I thought we were headed south, but we're not.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Well, Ilijan is south, so you guys were heading south.
Oh, okay.
But Narncross is so Mistrethel's here, Narncross is here, and the border is like not too far north.
Oh.
But Mistrethel's not very super far from Narncross though. But so anyway.
Can I talk to one of the people?
Sure.
Do you think this is a time-oriented problem?
If you're asking if this is time sensitive, yes, I believe we do not have much time.
Understood.
Well, the thing is why I would join you in a heartbeat, but I'm hesitant because we were on our way south to Ilijan to hopefully explore the cleric colleges down there for not only for our own personal interests, but also for our friends here. And I'm going to gesture to a buddy and Jorgensen. And then I'm going to say, there's something wrong. We believe Jorgensen's been cursed and Buddy is dealing with, let's just say we resurrected him from the dead.
I see.
I saw one of your people just seem to be familiar with healing the arcana. Is there anything you can do to help them at all, or?
I will surely ask her. And so he kind of looks at Bella, and he's like, do you have anything? And she kind of comes over and she says, show me what your ailments are.
And I look over at Sir Maynard, and I'm like, now. And then
All right.
help me. And then just, there you go.
And
Just
she holds her hand kind of over it, and she looks at you and she says, you've been cursed.
seems so, yes. By the demoness Maragatha.
And she kind of leans her head around and looks at you and she says, Maragatha did this to you.
Yes.
What for? And Sugi's like, Bella, don't need to ask questions. And she says, forgive me. And she kind of motions over and she's like, this is beyond my abilities, unfortunately. And she says, was this your only ailment?
Yes, indeed. It was mine. Sir Maynard, do you have an issue?
Oh no, I'm fine.
You sure you don't have a pressing issue concerning magic at some point?
Concerning magic. Learning magic?
Never mind. I think we're all fine.
No, what about? I
Did you
mean,
ask about Buddy?
Buddy asked about.
Oh yeah,
Buddy.
never mind.
Oh yes. Can you help Buddy?
And she comes over and she kind of places her hands on his temple like this. And she kind of closes her eyes and she says, oh. And she kind of places her hand on him again and she whispers a few words. And she says, another curse. How did this one happen? Ragatha as well?
It was a weird circumstance. I think it may be some sort of spirit entered his body while he was dead. I'm not quite sure.
Maynard, do we still have that box that we opened to where that mist, the purple mist? Did we keep that box?
I took 2 different boxes. I don't know if anybody took that one. I don't know.
It's the amethyst box, if anybody has the amethyst box.
The amethyst. There's my phone.
I didn't take it.
Let's see.
Probably should have.
I have the emerald and sapphire box.
Dang it.
I thought it was the emerald box that did it. I guess
It was a purple.
It wasn't the ones I had. I took the ones that didn't do
Okay.
it.
So I'm gonna turn to Bala and say we opened an amethyst box, and our friend Buddy had just died. And when we opened this box, it infiltrated. Long story short, this mist appeared from the box and infiltrated his body, and somehow have semi-resurrected him, but not completely. I don't know. We don't know what happened. But once we brought him to Maragatha and she raised him back, he hasn't been the same.
And she looks at Buddy and she says, what are you experiencing?
I'm experiencing lots of pain, lots of trauma, lots of chaos in my mind.
Yeah, I glanced into his mind with this brain medallion, and it was painful to be in there with him. There were all these symbols and glyphs I couldn't recognize, and they were moving too quickly to even write them down.
And she says, I don't recognize whatever energy this came from. It's something malevolent, I would say. Ominous.
Is
I
it
don't like it.
something fiendish or devilish or demonic?
Perhaps so. It definitely is a different energy than whatever's coming off of Maragatha's curse. I might describe it as those things.
Do you know of where we could go? Is Ilijan even our destination to?
Truly, I think Ilijan would probably hold better outcomes for him. The House of Vander might help.
Might?
I believe the House of Vander would help. The House of Life. They're notoriously good at healing and removing curses and fixing ailments and things like that. Both of the soul, mind, and body. All of the above, really.
So you seem very knowledgeable in some arcane areas. Do you think if I tried to ward him from evil, would that get rid of it or no?
I don't quite think so. I wouldn't say so.
With Jorgensen, what do you have any idea what that, we don't even know what's going to happen to him. Let's be honest. Do you have any inkling?
Surely I do not either. If it's from Maragatha, it can't be anything particularly good, I would say.
Can I look at it? Has any more been revealed?
It's like a little bit more of the letter, but not enough where you can tell like what it is yet.
Is it like going from left to right or right to left?
It's going from right to left.
Dang, it's gonna go backwards.
It'd be like Japanese.
Yeah, it's like it's a manga.
Yeah.
It gets revealed.
It's the first page.
No, Naruto.
No.
She's cursed me with the first page of Naruto.
So she says, if I were you, I think your path to Ilijan might be your best bet.
Do you think that we could go to Ilijan and meet back up with you?
Not in 2 weeks. Not likely. But I wouldn't expect you all to come to Narn Cross with all these things happening anyway. If we're being fair, it'll probably be difficult for us to handle it. And granted, there'll be many more just as strong as us in Narn Cross.
Do you all have any allies or anything?
Yes, of course. And Sugi pipes up and he's like, there are many allies of ours in Narn Cross. Worry not.
Has he just manifested this army of... He's just persuaded them to follow him, or is there another way? Because that's... If he's able to take out a large city, that's a rather large army.
It is a large army.
To build in such a short time.
It's not been a short time. From our understanding, it's been several years in the making.
Definitely been around.
So you would think that we would get in your way? Possibly.
I wouldn't say that you would get in our way. I would appreciate any help we can get. Balamis spoke. But I will say there would be great risk if you came.
Well, if you feel as though you all will not be able to hold them, why not evacuate the city? relocate, regroup.
We are very proud of our city. I will not let it fall just like that.
Fair enough.
Now our citizens have been beginning to be moved, but I will not leave my city.
Understood.
We have been there for far too long, and I am too proud of my people to leave it.
I've seen this once before in my own people, and that pride might just be your downfall. But I respect your decision.
Indeed. I will not expect anyone else to stay in my city, but I will fall with it. That is my duty.
Well, if we could take some time to convene with our group once we're all together with endurance and give you an answer as to whether we're going to meet with you, that would be helpful.
Of course. You do not need to give us an answer. If you arrive there, you arrive there, and if you don't, you don't. We probably need to be on our ways shortly to, sort things out. But listen, I have one more question. Did you go to that ruined city at the top of the mountain?
Indeed.
Was there anything there?
No.
Nothing.
No one.
There was the pool. Is that what you speak of?
The pool. What is the pool?
The pool of Vizard.
Oh, is that the pool that I know what you speak of now? Yes, yes. Was there anything else strange there, by chance?
Other than a message given to me by Geode. No.
Okay. Good. Good. I'm glad to hear that.
The wildlife there, though, it was desolate. And Geode mentioned that there was a huge sandstorm that swept across the city, and that it came from the sky.
It's very abnormal.
Yes, indeed it is. And that's precisely what I was worried about. I have reason to believe it is a planar opening.
A dimensional rift?
Yes, I do.
To where?
I'm uncertain, but I felt it.
Felt it? What do you mean?
My people, we have a knack, you could call it, a duty, a predisposition to sensing shifts and folds and changes. I had felt this one, and recently it increased? I don't know. But that was another reason why I came here on this particular trip with my fellow mercenaries to investigate it.
So, how could that happen?
I don't know. That is very strong magic to just maintain a rift like that. There are several planar openings throughout the world. There's one near Astrati, actually, in the
familiar.
ocean. Yes, they just remain open. But new ones are not very frequent, and this one here is relatively new. It's been here for a while, but you don't usually see activity from them or anything like that, and it's just a little concerning. Especially, I mean, if they begin to increase in size, who knows what they're capable of. There's a lot unknown about them. And we
Especially
just
when
like to keep an eye on them. But
we do know that the creatures you destroyed as of yesterday, was it was it today? I'm not sure. That those creatures came from a dimensional rift.
no, they didn't.
No, they didn't. I thought.
They didn't come from that. They came from the curse. They came from the curse.
Okay, gotcha. I know. Okay.
The sandstorm did. The sandstorm came from that.
Oh, okay.
All good. All good.
Do,
I didn't say anything.
do I have any knowledge of like what planes there are?
Everybody knows that like each of the ancients has a plane. Each of the ancients kind of has a particular plane.
What does sand sound like?
You don't really know. Maybe a naturey, maybe a I don't know.
Do I have any clue?
No, not
Okay.
really. You're kind of trying to figure that out as well. You're like, what is sand related to? What the heck?
Is this the only new opening that you all have sensed?
Unfortunately not. But
Recently?
they come every once in a while. Every once in a while we document them, and for generations and generations we have documented. But recently they've been a little bit more frequent and a little bit more large, and but if you have any more information on that, I would be very honored to hear anything about that. I take this calling very seriously. But well, I believe if you all need rest, I will give you rest. But if you have anything else you would like to discuss,
Yes. Just curious. Was there any special way that you dealt with the Cacathorns? Any weakness you exploited?
not particularly, I suppose. The eyes did some damage.
All right.
It damaged their communication also with each other.
Well, again, I thank you all for being there and doing what you did.
Yes, of course. And I'm glad all of you were able to make it out alive and safe, and we were able to take care of these people. We were very fortunate to encounter each other.
Yes, indeed.
Well, I suppose we will be on our way.
All right. Safe travels to you all and good luck.
And he kind of looks down a little bit forlorn and a little bit sad, and he kind of smirks a little bit. And he says, and he kind of bows to you with that same bow. And instead of this hand, he now does it with this hand, and all the rest of them do it like that as well. And they kind of disappear off into the night.
do you want to stop there and reconvene, and then we can have our discussion about what to do? I know you wanted to get off at 10:30.
Did you guys have any final sentiments?
Just kind of in shock at hearing everything. That's about it.
I'm passed out in a hotel room, literally.
My character has just sort of made a realization that he's just been doing things and not really just realizing that he's actually truly alone with only remnants of his family left, like, and who knows if they're even alive. It's just a sad thought he's been ruminating about.
Just, I guess, pondering about what's gonna happen to them, this pale rider guy, what this is about.
Anyone else? Questions, comments, concerns? All right. Well, I guess that'll wrap us up for the night. And thanks again, everybody, for joining us for the Party Crew Dungeons and Dragons.
Unsup.
Bye. Stop.
Bye.
Come on.